It's open season. If you'd like to keep up with the upcoming shows and events, head on over to our website, bsingwithyeagley.com, and subscribe. Our next show will be right here next Sunday, May 3rd, not next Sunday, but Sunday, May 3rd, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, with the band Love and a 38. And just to give you guys a heads up, these guys are awesome. They play a good tune. Ferg can account for that. So go ahead and hit the subscribe
Absolutely.
button. Come tune in. Tonight we have a full house, as you can see. I'm joined by my guy, the Ferg, the man behind the Magic Disease on the boards. Tonight we have four veterans in the building, myself included. One who knows his way around the kitchen, another holding it down in the streaming world as a content creator, and returning veteran back on the show to bring laughs and real perspectives. So tonight's going to be interesting. How's it going, guys?
We lost for
Fantastic.
Yeah, we lost one already in the get-go.
Right off the bat. All right. It's going good, gentlemen. How are you guys?
All right.
Good deal. Yeah, it's good to
Hey,
be
Good,
back.
man.
Thank you,
As
Rob.
you can see, they got Joel working his life away over there.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Forgive me if I drop out. I'm kind of a bad. Thank you.
No problem, man. No problem.
Yeah.
Come back when you
Turn
can
left.
if you
turn
drop out.
left.
For sure.
Getting this GPS over here. It's awesome. Oh, all right. Well, I think we started last time. We did a drink check, right?
Oh yeah.
You said
Yeah.
drink check?
Yeah,
Yep, drink check.
drink
Un
check.
momento, por favor.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
don't have
Yeah.
this the thing.
So
It's
Joel's
bourbon.
driving. Joel's driving,
he's-
so he's got styrofoam cup.
Yeah,
Got
probably
a Diet
Monster.
Mountain Dew.
Called it. Yeah. Nice.
Mm.
A Diet Mountain Dew.
It's in the styrofoam.
Yep. You're good.
Yeah, yeah. It's not I drink alcohol, sadly.
No.
Yeah.
So this should suffice, right, gentlemen? Well,
Oh,
Scott,
whoa.
I
Okay.
got
Oh,
6
look
years
at it.
sober,
Is
so
that-
all right.
Oh, good for
Oh,
you.
congratulations, man.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish I could drink responsibly, but I can't.
Well, congratulations on the 6 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's impressive.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
So-
Steve, I didn't see what you had over there. You had some water?
I
Baby
just
bottle.
Yeah, I just,
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Got the baby bottle with the nipple and H2O.
no, I already had that over
Ah,
All right.
there. They don't make nipples the way they used to.
I don't know. I'm gonna get y'all one day, man. I'm gonna bust up. I'm gonna order one of those big bottles with the big nipple, and y'all gonna do a drink check, and I'm gonna be like, ah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Marcus is new, and Joel's on here. Well, question for Marcus. Marcus was a cook, our chef, and he was in culinary, and he still is. So what would you say is harder, Marcus, feeding hungry soldiers or feeding drunk friends at 2 a.m.?
Neither of them are difficult for me. For one, it's something that I love to do, and when it's the soldiers that I hang around. So, like for me, my kitchen was probably one of the most unconventional kitchens in the Army military history. I know that. To the point where when I was at Fort Irwin, we were having things like fried gator bites, elk sausage, bison, wagyu beef, like all types of crazy stuff that you can't do in the normal army, because in the normal army there are different like regulations or whatever. So with me being in the medical field and working at a hospital and their dining facilities, I had free reign to do whatever I wanted. And Cliff will tell you, man, like something will pop in my head and I'll make it.
Yep. Yep. Oh man, the best.
yeah.
So,
The best dining facility we ever had.
What's going on, audience? Lonnie, that part, what's up? welcome to
Yep.
the show.
All right, Ferg's back. Yeah, yeah. Marcus was throwing it down there at back in West Texas, the state of West Texas, essentially.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Man, he had some of the best stuff in the
Throwing it
world.
down.
Usually, like, unless I'm wrong, my impression is like when you're like in the field, right? Things are different, right? You have a little more freedom, but in the hospital, like, if the patients can't eat it, we can't eat it, essentially, right? Is that, or am I wrong about that?
You are absolutely incorrect, sir.
Right. Yeah. Right.
No. So, but that is the thing, right? Is that so for the patient side of the house, they can still have anything that we make. We just have to cater it to them. Like if it's a heart
Right.
healthy diet, or you know what I mean, renal diets and all that type of stuff. We'll cater to those diets, but it's still essentially the same food, just a little watered down. Which I know it sucks because it's a hospital and you get watered down food. But if there were ever people that I knew personally that were in the hospital, you're not getting anything off the menu. Tell me what you want, and you got it. So
Yeah.
that was just me.
Sometimes you have
Oh.
to hide the pills and the cheese.
What was that?
So sometimes you have to hide their pills and their cheese.
That is a way. That is a way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You guys, for that, where we're at there at that place, like food is always a salvation. It's always a bonding moment. Brings people together, and that what Marcus was doing out there in El Paso was for all of us, especially like going through COVID.
Oh yeah, that was.
But yeah, man, you really brought that place together.
Oh, were y'all
held
at
it together
Bliss?
big time.
Oh yeah.
Yep, sure were.
Nice.
Welcome,
Yeah, I was
Mike.
there. I did my AIT there.
Okay.
Nice. All right, where were you? Artillery?
No, it was an 88 Mike
Okay.
Oh, truck driver.
doing this, driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do it there, but they used to do the training there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they split up for a little while. They were mostly at Fort Leonard Wood for the longest time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Cliff,
Yeah,
remember
this is
those
it.
books I was telling you about?
Uh-huh.
So I have a beta, and
All right.
that sucks. I can't change that background, huh?
It's
Well,
There's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot in the
I
camera.
know,
Let's
right?
find
I'm
it.
trying to find it for that back. All right.
the
There
green
it is right
screen
there.
is catching it.
All right.
Yeah, because red and green are real
Nice.
close.
So let's
So,
see.
so
Silas' secret word.
Oh, I did
Grit.
So it says Silas's Secrets. With grit meets
Well, that's okay. Everybody's still chit chatting, so all right. I'm trying to get my mic back on.
I can hear you, Ferg.
Yep, that's the first.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Right.
So here's the deal. My brother Larry, 24-year Navy veteran, I've got him on the phone. And when he gets to the house, Rob, do you think we could
Yeah.
squeeze somebody in if you
Send him
wanted
the
to
link,
shoot
dude.
Larry the link real quick?
You could share your
Okay.
link with him.
Oh, I can share my link with it, send it
Yep.
through an email.
Yep.
I'll do it.
And we also have a
Yeah, I told
Navy
him. we'll just
veteran
be at
in the chat.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're full of
Right.
veterans tonight,
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
That's why I
So-
paused my mic for just a minute.
Hey, Marcus,
Yes.
are you? What we were talking about before the show, would you be interested in talking about that right now?
Yeah, of
About
course.
what your plans are?
Yep. So basically, there was the idea that I came up with, and so basically, I just want to give back to the community because, for one, I'm retired and it's something that I always wanted to do. So it's going to be healing and helping hands across El Paso. So basically, for when it comes to the less fortunate people that are dealing with food insecurities, our veterans, of course, the homeless and things of that nature, this is what we're going to be doing to provide a service, which I want to get it up until the point where we can provide a food service, but that's a whole different animal. But this will be basically providing hygienic products and things of that nature. And then also for the ones that especially that are veterans that can't get out, the sick and shut in, we'll have a mobile service to where we actually go to their living quarters and actually give them those supplies. So that's the base idea. The next thing that I'm working on is, of course, the 501c3. I have to create a board of directors and all that good stuff, which I have a couple of people in mind. So just a work in progress. We're working, reaching out to the churches, the VA locations, and things of that nature. I'm super excited about it. I know people are gonna love it because I also used to work at, and I know Clip, he knows too, the El Paso and Food Bank. I used to volunteer there. I haven't done it recently, but just, I don't know, just being out in the community and giving back to people, like that's something that I have a passion for. So, and it just,
Awesome.
once it lit a fire under me after I retired, I said, yep, it's time to do it.
Nice, man.
Heck yeah. That's what I try to do that as well, man. I help other veterans around the community are there, help their families. You know, we do benefits, try to help them out. And I work with a group of guys that it's a separate group of guys now. It's not the one Ferg that you're thinking of, but I used to ride in a motorcycle club, and some unfortunate incidents, I just separated. And now a bunch of the guys that I used to ride with, we're individuals that we get together and we know other groups that we talk to and help with them and coordinate and try to help other veterans out as well. So, and it's just it's always good to help somebody in need, man. And I believe that the VA has been lacking on that situation, and also the way that veterans are handled. Once they leave the military services, you know, pretty poor. I would say, I don't want to get on a soapbox or anything at the moment, but I would say, like politics, man, they could serve one term, they have health care for the rest of their life, or they get this pension or something. Military should have that before any politician. And so I just think the direction of where the help needs to be is in the wrong direction when it comes to politics.
And the thing that's funny, Rob, is that when it comes to veterans, whether they retire, they get out medically, or whatever the case may be, once they're done with their honorable service, to me, I've never.
Right. Hold on. They got me on here. Let me mute my shizzle. Sorry, folks.
No worries, brother. But I've never understood the disdain they have for veterans. I don't get it, especially the ones that say, "Oh, how dare you feel so entitled?" I'm not entitled to anything. This is something that we've earned. So, pardon me for picking a career that you know what I mean. That I fight for my country, and then I want to retire and enjoy life.
You're more entitled than the politicians who basically.
It's craziness.
I don't know if y'all have seen the recent thing they were trying to do to veterans, which is sad. So they were trying to push a bill that if you were diagnosed with PTSD and you were taking medication, and if the medication was helping you, they were going to try to decrease your rating and decrease your pay.
Yep.
And I'm kind of glad that got squashed, because when I first heard about that, I was like, what the hell are they trying to do? Because you know what, that's going to hurt people that has PTSD, because they're going to stop taking their medication, because some of them survive on the little bit of money they get, from this. And, people think they get paid a lot of money, but no, the cost of living's outrageous versus what you actually get on your disability. Yeah. So, hey, Larry, how's it going?
Hey, Rob, I'm doing pretty good. I just, if you want a little bit of background, I can provide.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you guys don't mind me sharing or whatever.
Absolutely.
No, I need to know
I'm
who
sure
that guy
James.
is above me.
What's that?
I need to know who that guy is above me.
Did James jump back in here? The third?
Yeah, he's
All
coming
right.
in. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in a nutshell, yeah. James already told you, but hold on, I'm gonna hang up, James. There you go. Like
I did. I hung that up.
Anyway, so
Yeah, there we go.
Ferg already mentioned that. Yeah, I served in the Navy. I was a bosun's mate and retired as a chief. That's the rank of E7 at the end. Well, we don't call ourselves E7. Those aren't real chiefs. But anyway,
We just lost Joel.
so now I'm
going
retired
through
or
a
whatever, and I heard Rob was talking about how some wild stuff happened recently or whatever. I retired in 2022, and in June. And James actually got to come to my retirement and everything, but down here in Jacksonville, Florida. But the cruel thing about it is all that COVID stuff was going down. It was toward the end of the whole COVID jazz. But what happened in between was they made so many different changes in the Navy that, for instance, for all retirements and separations, they put it all at Norfolk for the whole Navy. Like, how does one duty station handle the entire Navy and not have the people? So I didn't even get my D-214 or paid till later on toward the end of that year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I mean, getting a job out there, I went to, I just had to base off of my resume or whatever and experience and stuff. So I got a job at a hospital and it was for a heart monitor technician, and it's just you're making sure people don't die, but it only paid minimum wage, because it only required a high school education, and it was just crazy to me how insignificant they feel to pay certain people when their skills are actually needed. You know what I'm saying? In a higher capacity.
That's a very
Anyway,
important position there too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry to get off topic or whatever, but and to be honest with
Storm's
you,
going through.
to be honest with you, I am I'm totally disabled. I'm a disabled veteran. I drove boats for a long time, and out there on the ocean, that can really tear up your spine. So my spine's pretty much screwed, So I when you were talking about people on medication and PTSD, I've taken the liberty to stop all chemical medications and change diet, and just to use natural medicines. So in that sense, I infuse the dry plant with my butter and make some really nice treats, which I'm experiencing right now because I put it in my coffee.
Yeah.
So we got two chefs on tonight.
Oh man,
It's nice if you have
bake
access
with
to
it.
that stuff.
I make muffins. I cook with it. I mean,
What?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And-
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Can't
Okay.
hear in
And,
Louisiana.
When I use, sorry to be continuing talking. I'm sorry, fellas, but
Keep going.
No, you good, bro.
It's the butter talking.
yeah, it's definitely. And I finished all my schoolwork for today, so
All right. Yeah, you're free.
I'm a 3-year cybersecurity student, so
Nice.
I do a lot of
nice.
coding and ethical hacking and stuff like that. It's pretty
You don't
cool.
want to hack my router?
All right.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Not on purpose.
No, I think.
Hey,
Anyway, so on Amazon they sell this infuser. It's from alpha420.com, and it's called the Eddy oven. It will decarboxylize your dry plant, and then you can infuse it with butter. It has a book with recipes that you can do. You can even infuse your alcohol to make tincture. You can make your own vape juice. You can make gummies, chocolate, whatever. It's got all the recipes for that in that comes in that kit. And it was about right now it goes for about $124 on Amazon, but it's totally worth it.
I'm
If
looking
you
up right
want
now.
if you want to naturally
I'm back.
medicate.
Well, we can't in Louisiana. You don't get many options to naturally medicate, and anything that you could naturally medicate with, they'll be sure to ban it as quickly as possible.
Well, it's definitely not legal here
In
Florida.
that Bible Belt.
It's not legal here in Florida. You have to have a medical card to purchase it legally. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that's
But I mean,
Louisiana.
it's also good to know people.
Ferg, I'm playing with your volume right quick, getting some
I don't
feedback
roll
in
in
there.
those circles.
Okay.
My volume.
Okay.
No,
No.
I don't know what's going on with the internet
James.
tonight. It's
You probably got some shitty internet, James.
well, you may
Keep
be
dropping
hearing
out
where I
over there.
turn the air on.
Oh, that might have been. That
Yeah,
might
it
be
keeps
why.
Stealing your
dropping out.
Wi-Fi
I
and
don't
laughing about it.
So, yeah,
stealing my
James
Wi-Fi.
or
There he is.
Larry, James actually speaks very highly of you, and he's been talking about bringing you on the show. So, I don't know how much information he's gave you about the open season. See, when we do other interviews, we're interviewing bands, and when we do open season, which I try to do one every month, and what it is just the guys get together. We just blow off steam. We bullshit. You drink, whatever you enjoy to do, and we just talk about different stuff and enjoy ourselves. So that's the short version.
I have a question.
Sure,
You,
sure.
Hey,
I'm
so
down for everything.
for all of you
Yeah,
veterans on here,
no set.
who and be honest, who after once you retired and you could no longer wear that uniform in the capacity of active status, at what point did you cry? Just be honest.
Mm.
So, hey Cliff,
Never.
when I was standing outside of that building 503, brother, I I'm not sure what it was because the same day, the guy that I grew up in the military with 24 years ago,
No.
he FaceTimed me, and we were both at our different duty stations, but at the same time we were at the transition center. And all he did was just hold up the flag. He didn't say shit, and
Yeah.
I just lost it, man. Like it was like this shit is over with. And the only thing I can hear in my head now is the song that I detest is "The Army Goes Rolling Along."
Oh.
Yeah, and that's all I could
Yeah.
hear. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, that's 24 years. And
Yeah.
that shit is over with.
Yeah.
all
So,
I could tell you, Marcus, is that I did not miss, like, say, the military per se, but I missed the guys and the
oh,
friends that
absolutely.
I made
Oh,
because that is one of the closest things that you'll ever have in life. And it's hard to say because you can't. There's certain civilians that you can trust, but you can't. There's whole lot more that you cannot trust.
There you
And
go, Larry.
I could tell you, like, say, uh, if Clipple told me something, and I know he's got my back, and I got his back,
yeah.
or any brother that I know that served, and like, say, I don't know Larry, but I'd have his back. Somebody come over there, it'd take me a little while to get there, but or Marcus, I'd be over there too. Something happened, you know, or Mike, or whoever. Like,
Yeah.
it's just that brotherhood that you build, and it doesn't matter what branch you are. It's just you went through that
Mhm.
together, and may not be together, but it's you're there for each other.
Yeah.
And the only other person I say, like, say, I could, civilian wise, I can probably count on my one hand, and Disease is one of my good friends that I grew up with. So um, I know, you know,
I'm the phone.
he, yeah, he's a good guy too. So, but it's
Yeah.
hard to find somebody you know, that's going to have your back.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there are people that have became family with me throughout the military. They're so much closer in blood, like it's ridiculous. So yeah, definitely, I've met some very great people throughout my military career. So
Larry,
Yeah.
Mike Perry, right there. He's
hey,
Navy,
Clip,
by the
right
way.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Marcus, I'll say, like, to answer your question, I had a really strange retirement.
Yeah.
And not sitting here and like pontificate about it, but I like the last 2 years of my time was really tumultuous.
Yeah.
Going through, um, you know, relationship that was just like coming undone, and then going into a divorce, and they're like, oh, well, it's time to retire also, and then retiring like here in San Antonio or just on my own, and it was, and then of course retiring out of that stint that we had is like COVID, right, and it was like the retirement didn't feel like a celebration; it felt like a survival at this point.
Yeah.
It didn't like, man, and I'll tell you, I was sitting in the little like the transit trailers that they got transition assistance at here at Fort Sam, and you get your box with your flag, you get your little sticker, Soldier for Life, and they're like, go fuck yourself, buddy, and it was that was such a surreal feeling, man. Like I still feel that, and I remember walking out, sitting in my 4Runner in the parking lot, and I think I sent like a picture of my brother, I'm like, man, it's done. It's done. And and there's no pomp and circumstance. There's nothing. It was just like just here on my own, man. I did shed a few tears just in that moment. Like, fuck, dude. Like, is this the way it's supposed to end? I'm thankful that it did. But yeah, it's so strange. Yeah, I think if it was like 4 or 5 years prior, I think it would have been totally different. But coming out of that, 2020 to 2024, bro, strange world that we're in.
Yeah, it is.
Getting worse.
That's when we get the wormhole.
Well, there are some
Yeah.
weirdos out there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, aliens.
Mm.
We know
I'll tell
they
you-
exist.
Bro, why
now.
are you muted?
Well, here we go.
I tell you what,
we're on the topic.
the Ferg also, man. I've never met James in person, but I can tell you what. Ever since
can
we
stick
started
with Ferg,
talking,
though.
man. Well, see, when I say the Ferg or Ferg, Larry is also Ferguson. So,
Oh yeah, he got that.
So I have to
Navy, they called
differentiate.
him for-
so when me and
Yeah,
the
tell 'em-
Ferg
tell 'em how
started
we met.
talking, I come across one of his videos, and I was like, damn, he does interviews on band albums, and he was doing a great job, and he talks like he's on radio, and I was like, okay. Well, it turns out that Ed from Static Shift reached out to me when I was doing podcasting, and wanted to come on the team. So I was like, oh, all right. And then I found out Ferg was part of that team, and hell, we do interviews
And then
together.
I
And
had referenced one of your videos in one of my reviews.
Oh wow.
Test.
Right.
Can you hear me?
yep.
Yeah, I do quite a bit of
Okay,
research.
I
and
was
so
I was
while
putting
researching,
headphones on.
I was researching one of the bands, and I came across an interview that Rob had done, and so I kind of referenced that in my video, but I encourage the listeners to go and watch the full video because I didn't want to rip off his whole interview, but I think he was impressed. He's like, wow, this dude actually saw my interview.
I think it was with
And ripped it
42. It was
42?
with 42.
Yep.
And
It was.
and Clipple
Copyright.
42, remember, was at the time.
Copy.
Remember,
How
commander
old I was?
42.
in Germany, or the captain.
Who? Oh, which
Josh
one?
Zeldin.
Josh
Oh
Zeldin.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
had
Yeah, that's
I had
his band,
Zeldin.
Yeah.
I had him on the
Mhm.
podcast. Nice shirt. But I
Did
had
you
him
get
on the
from Captain
podcast.
Cheese?
So, oh, nice. Josh Zeldin had retired from
Hey,
the
we're
Army
into some
and
comedy.
created
man.
a band and called it 42. So that was it.
Heck
Shout out to
yeah.
Josh. They have some new music out.
Yep, they do. Josh and Andrew.
Yep.
I like your mouth.
Are y'all able to see what's on the mask?
I'm trying to
it's
see what's on it.
Autograph there.
Does it say
It is
bitch
an
on
autograph.
It's signed by Jay Muse from Mallrats.
Oh, okay.
Jay and
Yeah,
Silent
yeah.
Bob.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So if you
Can you
we
draw a
look
penis
behind-
on it?
No, no penis.
This
It
flesh
kind of looked
tone.
like it from far away.
Not even. No, he signed on the inside too, but not no penises. You know. But behind me, I do have the schematics
For a penis.
on.
The Millennium Falcon.
No,
What do we got going on here? What
did
is
you
this?
guys ever watch Mallrats?
Oh man.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
The
Mallrats
schematics
is
they
great.
used to crash the stage in the mall.
I heard of it.
Yeah,
but I
I'm
watched
kind of
the
a-
movie.
I haven't watched that in years, but those are great. That's great.
Now I'm gonna have to
Well,
look
I
at
mean, being retired, man, I express myself however I want to do it, you know. And
Hell yeah.
I
you should.
change up stuff all the time, you know. I got
Where's that
I
Guy
got-
Fieri you had on a
got
minute ago?
Beetlejuice over there.
Hmm.
You said where the heck go?
When you guys didn't see it when I called Larry to put him on the show. He's wearing this Guy Fieri hat.
So for Christmas we did a funny wig or hat swap type thing where you draw the number out of the basket or whatever, and whatever number you get, that's that's what you pick. So I got the Guy Fieri hat.
Diabetes.
Would you diver? What do you say? Dinos, drives, and diabetes.
Yeah, diners, drive-ins, and diabetes.
Yeah, I have a very unhealthy obsession with that Food Network shit. So, yeah.
I believe it.
Oh,
And I can imagine if you're a chef, I can imagine you're like
It's a huge.
you're like, man, I gotta try to make this. I gotta.
No, like literally, I'll be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and pause this, and I'll go to Albertsons. So, yeah, like,
Yep.
but that's how I would be like, even like in my military career. There's like something. with
Albertsons,
it,
man,
like,
he's making good money to shop there.
oh man.
that's high
Making
end.
good money to shop at Albertsons.
Hey, if you want quality, you got to pay for it. So,
Oh, it's okay. I do all my grocery shopping at Walmart.
oh yeah, hey, man, listen, with these prices nowadays.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you ever
It
watch
is
Good
crazy.
Eats with Alton Brown?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. He's
That's one
Alton
of my
Brown's going to be
favorite
in Jacksonville here soon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, tell
Yeah.
him I said hi.
I probably won't go. I am deep in this cybersecurity crap, man. I don't even know why I chose it, but I'm too far in to even quit now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the VA is
Has it
paying,
gotten-
so paying
Nice.
for what's that?
Has it gotten in the way of your cooking?
I don't own a grill anymore.
No way.
I don't.
You
I
sold it for
way.
that infuser,
That's
didn't
terrible.
You sold the grill?
Hey, brother, what's your
no. Well, no.
man? That just made me.
Dude, I
I had to change up my diet. I had to change up my diet if I wanted to
became a
live,
world-class
if you want to
chef.
say it that way.
Yeah, I feel you.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Oh yeah.
You know, sometimes
I got you.
sometimes there's that incurable thing that grows in your gut sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
And you got to change your
Yeah.
diet up
I
to keep it inhibited.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got you.
So no,
it's
yes,
called
I've longed many days and nights for a nice steak and potato,
Yeah.
but no meat. I can't. If I eat it, it won't digest. So I'll just end up having to give it to the porcelain god. So
Yeah.
Oh damn! You should have
you
snaked.
got that Lyme disease thing?
no, it's called cancer.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right.
But since I have switched
Yeah.
to the all natural medicine, all my blood work, it comes back perfect every time.
Nice.
So
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Have
if
you
you
been any
are
fasting?
interested, if you don't think that it doesn't work, it completely works.
Oh, holistic. Oh man, come on. Oh,
I
yeah.
love ivermectin.
Yeah. It works.
You said
Yeah.
ivermectin?
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking pure cannabis.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
in the same drug family.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
similar.
I mean it's not a drug. But on a on a,
I
on a
don't
good
plant.
on a good note,
It's a veggie.
How
big
dare
tech
you call
companies
anything
are
God
looking
made
at
a drug?
using. What's that?
So how dare you call anything God made a drug?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Calling him a
But
drug
what I was
dealer?
going to say was
It's a sin.
the big tech companies now are looking at replacing plastics and paper and even steel with canvas plants with the hemp,
Oh yeah.
because you can grow a huge crop in 6 weeks versus a whole forest of trees.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I mean, and
Takes a
you
long
could, I
time to
mean,
grow plastic.
the fibers from the plant
Yeah.
are so tensile that you can make it into anything.
Yeah.
Man, you
But
can
it's
try to
funny though
grow
because
plastic
they
from
have been
seed.
doing that for so long. It's just now the government can capitalize on it. So it's like,
Mhm.
oh, now we'll open the floodgates. So
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
But
yeah,
only to certain people.
yeah,
Well,
right.
as long as
And
they
they
get
need
their
Chinese.
money,
yep,
they're all about it.
yep. They
I
want
can't
the whole.
understand.
They want
I'll
the
never
money.
understand why we monetize the nature of Earth. I don't understand it.
Yeah, makes no
That's just
sense.
like charging you tax for your own property, man. You don't really own it.
Yep.
If you
Well,
think
Oh
about it.
man,
fortunately, I don't. That's one thing I don't have to pay for is
Well,
property tax.
I don't have to pay
Mm.
property tax either.
Yeah.
it's a whole yellow brick road.
That's
We
a
can go down there.
yeah.
But
What's the next topic? I'm sorry to throw you guys off.
so,
I might
So,
be.
so
I don't know if
Marcus,
I'm the.
I got a question
Wizard
for
of
you,
Oz.
Marcus.
yes.
Well, we
You were
can
showing that
talk
book.
about anything. This is the BS
Does that
session. This is
when does that book release?
Mhm.
And
So,
where do I go to buy one with your autograph in it too? So
yes. So all those questions will be answered. I'm waiting back. There's a couple of publishers, or so Spine, Amazon. What was the name of it? I think it was the Library of something. But there's three people that I'm waiting to come back with their prices and see what they're looking at because I think Amazon's going to probably be my best bet. Um, but yeah, so this is the beta one, brother. You give me your address, you can have this one right here, signed, sealed, delivered for free.
I will send it to you, man. You just
That's
let
the
me
first
know
of
how
its
much.
kind.
Yeah.
I'll donate some money to you.
Nope, nope.
Oh,
So
May
come
I
on,
ask?
man.
how about this?
May I
So how
ask
about this?
what the book is and the premise?
Yeah. Let's get a
I don't
synopsis
think
here.
I don't think I caught that.
So it is. I was trying to get a better picture or a better
Oh,
look at it, but it's
Oh,
basically a
losing.
book about my hometown where I grew up in Silas, Alabama, and it just talks about like just weird and quirky things that are. So like where I grew up was basically a population of, get this, 420 people from the consensus in 2022,
wow.
and it's like Roswell. So if you look up my address, I bullshit you not, my old address that is currently still my first address ever is 349 McGrew's Lane. If you look that up on the map, you will see just how country it is. We didn't have any neighbors for 2 miles was like the closest they were. And so, like, remember, like, you would hear the old stories of where people who say, "Man, I used to have to walk 3 miles to school." I can truly say that if you look at the map, you'll see how far we had to walk to get to the end of our enclosed, I guess not enclosed,
Yep.
but off the road driveway or whatever. It was about almost 2 miles to get to the bus stop. So,
Sounds like
yeah.
heaven.
As a positive, the positive on that is, I mean, you kept you well fit.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got some. How about this? Are you okay with just open up random page and reading us like paragraph or something?
Yeah, no, I'm about to say. Yeah. See here. So this will be chapter 2, right? So
Laughing,
chapter
so it
2,
must be good.
this is well, so it was a childhood thing, right? It's this place, and this is all like fact based or whatever. You can go and Google all the stuff that I talk about or whatever. But there's this place that's called Milry, Alabama. And there was this drive-in that's still there to this day. Actually, my family and I are negotiating on buying the place. But this, like, we grew up on this drive-in, so you would watch a movie and you could order your food. So you could order like 2 burgers, a fry, 2 shakes, and the movie for the drive-in, and you paid like $6 back
No
then.
kidding.
Dude, no way.
Mm.
Back then, well, I mean,
Bang,
you got
bang.
that was
Yeah.
freaking
Wow.
40 some years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so this chapter is chapter 2. It's called Aliens at the Drive-In. All right.
Oh, perfect.
So it says the drive-in experience, a nostalgic look back. The drive-in theater, a miraculous oasis of nostalgia nestled in the heart of Silas, Alabama, where Hollywood's finest met our peculiar brand of Southern charm. If you ever had the chance to pile into a car with a load of friends, with snacks enough to feed the entire cast of a high-budget film and a trunk full of questionable choices, then you missed out on one of life's greatest experiences. It was a time when double features were all the rage, and the only price of admission was questionable self-sense of preservation as you attempted to squeeze everyone into that back seat with just enough legal space remaining. I put this in there specifically because I remember, I forgot the make and model of the station wagon, but it was that
I knew it was
huge,
station wagon.
freaking one with
The
the
hair-
panel door or whatever, the
hair
wood
from the
frame
Henderson.
shit.
Road
It
Master.
was that one with
Yeah.
the window that rolled down.
Yeah.
And the back,
The
and
back
that's
glass.
when you
Yeah.
go to the drive-in. That's what this chapter was actually like, enveloping that nostalgic experience with that place.
swing
But
comes
I
out.
hope we actually win the bid, because it is from the time that I first experienced it up until I went there after I retired. So in 2024, it still tastes exactly the same. I mean,
wow.
when I say exactly the same, you know how like you go someplace that you've grown up with, and when you go and eat it, and it just takes you back 40
Yeah.
fucking like 40 years, and you're like, I'm right where I was back when I was a kid. Like the same smell, the
I
same
mean,
when you pull up to the driveway. Like,
The saying applies. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
there
You
you
know,
go.
or you know what I'm saying.
Right?
There you go. Yeah. But anyway, so just so you guys know, disclaimer: I can talk the cat that you see on the fish truck. I can talk the cat off of the fish truck. So I talk a lot.
Oh,
That's fine. I talk for myself, trust me. And I'm loud. They've told me I cannot whisper. They've told me I'm loud when I whisper.
Right.
Marcus,
That's
I'll,
good, man. That's good
I'll be
stuff.
sending you my
That's good stuff.
address.
Everybody loves nostalgia.
Send it, brother.
Yeah.
Hell
that's-
yeah.
Whenever I just buy a copy, just sign it.
Look,
No,
I'm
absolutely.
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
donate or buy, but
Yeah, Rob,
you know,
Rob's trying to get that first copy from you.
Yeah.
Man, that's so awesome.
you just give me your PayPal and I'll make a donation.
Goes towards buying the
Larry, on
drive-in.
that side note,
You know,
you remember
I hate to
that
get stuff for
big-ass
free,
station
man.
wagon Bobby Terry had that he was ashamed to drive to school? And he won't talk about it to this day. Every time I bring up that damn station wagon, Bobby will not talk. He will change the subject. I've tried to
I
do
mean,
it
he should
2 or
have.
3
He
times.
should have been. He should be You know, he should be grateful for at least having a vehicle
Oh,
in high
yeah.
school. I mean, unless you
Oh, I
had
know.
a
But-
parent or whatever that would teach you mechanics, or a parent that had money. You know, otherwise you could take an Ankle Express everywhere.
Yeah, that's what we did. You remember that? And
Yeah.
I didn't
Mhm.
buy my first car till I was 19. So, but yeah,
But Trenton,
every now and then
Tennessee is not very big. You can walk across it, you know, and
yes, but I have other places. I had and have other places to go, and I've been well beyond. It's thing of it is,
if
it
you've ever
was
been
just
to
funny.
if you've ever
I-
been to Jacksonville, it takes at least an hour and a half to drive across from the beach to
Oh,
the
I
very
know.
end of
I rode
Jacksonville.
with you to the store.
Huge.
I
What's
rode
that?
with him to the
Jacksonville?
store.
Yeah, Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Florida.
Really? Is that big?
I rode with Larry.
It's
Where-
the
he
largest
says,
city
"Hey, man, we're
land-wise
gonna-
in America.
No way.
He says,
Okay.
"Hey, man,
all
we're
right.
gonna go
Yeah,
up here
Google
to
it,
the
man. Look it
store."
up.
All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
And it takes like an hour or an hour and a half to make a damn trip. By the time you go, then you got to do your shopping, then you got to come back. You
Oh
know?
man, I'm telling when I moved here. I moved here with you guys were talking about camaraderie at the beginning of this Jizz of Jazz, and uh, you know,
Jaron.
camaraderie is the biggest thing that really keeps the memories alive. It's not, all the BS you had to put up with and the redundant exercises and stuff. But what I was gonna say on that was I completely forgot where I'm at. So
You were talking
Uh,
about
buttered
coming to
sausage.
Jacksonville.
that's right. You said, what did you say? Butter and sausage? Yeah. Gary Busey got me, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But the camaraderie, what you guys were talking about earlier, in June when James is supposed to be at some concert or whatever. In June, we're having our this is our third reunion for our guys that we served with on our very first ship. From that range from I think it's 95 to 2003. That crew. It was an aircraft carrier, and so we do this reunion, and we're going to do it in Nashville this year, and that just that was just the touching part on the whole camaraderie. But I do believe he is correct. I did lose where I was going with the conversation. It's very easy to do.
I was expecting you to.
My
I was
apologies,
expecting you
my
to
apologies.
talk about. Hey, Larry. I was expecting you to say something about Jaron.
Oh yes, I was. I think I was. I was going to retire here with Jaron. That's right. Jacksonville. We were talking about Jacksonville. That's right.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
okay,
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
So I looked
thank
it
you.
up.
Good night.
Look it up. So largest U.S. cities.
What is that god awful noise?
He's flushing the toilet or something.
Not me.
I think so.
No,
Go ahead, Clubble. All right, we lost the noise.
Oh, it's just Rob. Rob, you got some kind of fan on, don't you?
Not me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
looking
Marcus,
back. Yeah.
Marcus muted again, Marcus.
Yeah, it weren't me.
It weren't me neither.
Did it go away?
I tried
I
to
don't know.
mute, but
Yeah.
Somebody got hot, blowing a fan over there.
Hey,
Yeah,
it'll be
it's
all
all
right,
good.
man.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well,
Is that me?
echo cancellations off. It'd be all right.
Okay. So
See, I was telling James before because whenever I went to the store to go get a drink and some smokes or whatever, and anyway, I was trying to tell him that I don't know if I would be a good fit on the podcast for this evening because of Gary Busey can show his ass, So
I love
excuse my
Gary
language.
Busey.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Clubble.
all right. So we're just totally changing subjects here since
I forgot what I was talking about.
who's older, the Ferg or Larry Ferguson?
me. That'd be me.
Okay. So we got the Ferg 1, and Larry Ferg 2.
Well, I'm normally the name I got in the Navy is Dirty Red, so everybody calls me Dirty Red. So.
Dirty Red.
All right.
Yeah.
Like
Ferg, Dirty Red. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. All right. So since you brought up Jacksonville being the largest city,
Three
I thought-
brothers.
Dirty Ferg.
the disease is Ferg 3. All right. So, largest U.S. city by area. What do you think it is?
Miami.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
U.S. city.
Hands up. No typing.
Area? Are we
My hands are
counting
tied.
New York with the five boroughs? Are we counting New York, or
We
does
would
it
go-
split up because of the boroughs?
We would go population on New York.
I know this answer. I just heard this.
You said largest
The
city
boroughs
by
don't
area?
separate this. No,
I'll
I said
tell you-
largest city land-wise.
I will tell you, number 1 through 4, I never would have guessed, and number 5, hell no, I wouldn't have guessed.
Is it Alaska?
Oh,
No.
All right.
Seattle.
So you got Sitka, Alaska.
Really?
Number two is Juneau. right? Which is 2,700 square miles. Sitka is
I've been to
2,800.
Juneau.
Yeah, that's right. You're a station.
I know
up there,
why
right?
they're that big.
Yeah. So Anchorage is number 4.
I can see that.
Jacksonville is number 3. So it's okay. So it goes 2,800 square miles down to 2,000 square miles Anchorage, right?
Mhm.
Jacksonville is 747 to 874 square miles.
Wow.
But there's like 2 people living in Alaska.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
And one
Sitka has
Sasquatch.
Sitka has a population of 85 to 10,000, 8,500 to 10,000 residents.
Hmm.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, they're spread out a lot, though.
I really would have thought Houston would be like tops of the list in
Yeah.
terms of like land size.
Well, I mean, they are with STDs.
Do they count the Kodiak bears?
Houston's not even in the top 10. Holy shit.
Speaking of Houston, I'll be there next weekend watching Silent Theory,
Silent Theory.
which
Right, man.
we interviewed on here
Oh, wow.
and
Nice.
have VIP
Oh,
meet,
damn.
go an hour before the door opens to hang with the band, and I have
Just
my
let it rub
very
it in.
me and Mike Perry there that's in the chat has our own VIP table
Wow.
next to the stage.
Nice. Nice.
So
With an ice chest. full of
Super
beer.
nice. Super nice.
Is Silent Theory, is that the one you sent me on the gram?
He's rubbing it in over here. Like
that-
he's
yeah,
VIP
beer.
yeah, I
Jumbo.
gotta rub it in, man. I'm excited, dude.
Oh, it's not them. Yeah.
Like
Right.
No,
a
I'm
band,
excited for you, bro.
a band that we
I'm-
interviewed, I get to
Yeah.
go hang with,
That's
you know.
awesome.
legit.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they're
that's pretty.
they're pretty good. I mean, like they're pretty big for, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. They're like 1 or 2 more songs from just busting wide open
So
nationally
like-
everywhere. Like they're already way up there.
they collaborated with Josie Scott from Saliva,
Nice.
and they created a song, dude. Like
Yeah.
Wow.
it's pretty badass.
You know who?
Well, I'll
So
tell you
there's-
what. You know the other night, the first thing this has never happened to me before in my life, and I thought I was pretty special.
That's what she said.
Like when Robert and I got into this, you don't realize the relationships that you're creating. It's all about relationships. We're in the people business. We do this for fun, but all in
That's
all,
what she said.
we're in the people business at the end of the day. And the relationships that we're making with these bands and musicians and the people that we meet, it's just incredible, and it's unbelievable how appreciative they are. I love it, bro. And they're very, very appreciative. And so, dude, I love it. I love it. Now I'm jealous that I need to get some more wigs or something. I need that 80s rock and roll wig that you got.
This is strictly crocheted,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
and
nice.
I just had to remind myself that
Little
everything's
Bob
gonna
Marley
be all right.
vibes going on there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Gotta love some Bob Marley.
Yeah. There's a
yeah,
couple guys, couple bands coming here to San Antonio that I saw one here at the Rock Box, which great venue, by the way. If you're going to come to San Antonio, go to Rock Box. Shout out to them. Great place.
Heck yeah.
Not
But-
sponsored.
Yep, not sponsored. Yep. These guys should sponsor. So, but
Oh,
so you got Citizen Soldier.
Oh, nice, dude.
yeah,
Bro,
those guys
I've
are
been
great.
trying to get a hold of them.
Hey,
Those are
gentlemen,
so
give me
good.
like
Awesome.
2 seconds. I
And
gotta
they're
take a
also
call.
all right. Do it. And they're also coming out here with Adelita's Way.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Adelita's Way.
Bro,
Nice.
I like Adelita's Way.
Adelita's Way is like
Nice.
I firmly believe Adelita's Way is one of the most underrated bands in existence.
Yeah.
They're all
Like,
And
next
they're
to
hot.
next to Shinedown. Like Shinedown has never
Shinedown,
gotten like I don't think they've ever gotten the true credit that they deserve. You know? But Adelita's Way is like right there, man. They should be
Didn't
filling
Shinedown
arenas.
get
And,
Rock Band of the Year this last year? Didn't they get the award for Rock Band
from,
of the Year?
yeah, from like
About
iHeartRadio or
time.
something like that. I think it was.
Yeah,
They've been
iHeart.
pumping out bangers,
William
man.
Grace got the
Yeah.
album of the year with their Alienation album. Megadeth finally got a #1 on Billboard with their
Yeah.
latest release, and I had to buy that one. It's actually
Yep.
really, really good. And unfortunately, Dave Mustaine still can't get out from under the shadow of Metallica. But damn good album, though. Damn
Yeah.
good album.
Who's
Their
Metallica?
recent one. Never heard of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
music, though, I got to say this. Speaking of music, uh, if you guys get a chance, check out the interview I got to do with Insect Monarch. They're local to me here around Jackson, Tennessee, but those guys, if you're able to listen to any of their videos or music on any of the streaming platforms, those guys are really special. They got something going on that if the right person could hear them, they could get a lot bigger. And those guys are all great and super cool guys. It was cool to hang out with them. And Rob, I never thought it would happen a day in my life, but even though I pay to go to all my shows, Rob pays for his shows. I actually got an all access pass from Michael Montoya the other night. So he said, bro, he said, this is my gift to you. Any of their shows from now on, I can, go and do whatever, which I'm going to pay to get in. I told Michael I support our artists. I'm going to do that. But it's going to be cool to have that all access pass. And I'm
Yeah.
over there hanging out with the guys and stuff like that. I can do stuff like that. And that's pretty cool. So I can't imagine, Robert and I are finally making some really awesome friends through
Yeah.
being a friend, to people. And they told us that when we were little. They said to have friends, you got to be a friend, and we're finally getting that experience, and it's just been super cool, man. Super
Yeah,
cool.
it's awesome, Ferg. I can't tell you, like, it's just a shameless plug. Like, go to an Adelita's Way to concert. Those guys like rock the house, leave the stage, and they go mingle freely, and they just have general, just human conversations with everybody in the place, and until those
That's
guys
so
like
awesome.
basically like falling asleep, got a record signed by them, and like just hang
Hell
out in the
yeah.
rock box, like that's the kind of
Which
band
record did you get
like
signed?
it's in storage somewhere over here, but
The vinyl?
I'm struggling. Yeah. I purchased vinyl over there.
Awesome.
And then those guys like they got done. They did a little thing on the stage, like, hey, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back out. Blah blah. They're headliners inside the small little venue there. Yeah, and they just do it. Just most people left, and then we just hung around. My ex and I, we hung around, and here they come. And they're just hanging out, just having general conversations with people, just hanging out, and like high fiving, hugs, pictures, signing stuff, just chilling, talking about life. Like solid dudes.
Clip,
Down to
That's
earth.
awesome.
send me
That's
a
super awesome.
send me a song from them, and I'm gonna try to reach out to them
Ooh.
and get
Okay.
them on the podcast.
Okay.
Dude,
All right.
if we get Adelita's Way, we're gonna blow up. You know that.
Bro, I just
Dude,
want
you know I ain't afraid to get a hold of
corner.
nobody.
I just want to be right here in the corner. Yeah. As you're talking to Rick, he's the
You'll
lead
be
singer.
next to Disease over there as the producer, so you can
Yeah.
talk to them in their ear.
Yep.
Hey, since we're talking music, I did want to bring this up since we're on the music subject. I'm very, very, very proud this year that several of my favorite artists, but one of my all-time favorite artists is going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year, Mr. Billy Idol, and his
Oh.
guitarist Steve Stevens.
Oh, Rebel Yell, man.
Phil Collins is going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. And
Karaoke.
after
Did
saying
Billy
that they probably wouldn't do it for a long time, they finally got Iron Maiden in there.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So
I like some
I think that's
Rebel
pretty
Yell.
cool. Oh man, I love it.
Larry,
Love
you
it.
killing me
I
over
watched
there.
that, dude. I watched that documentary the other night.
Well,
that
Wu
they
Tang got
on
in
Billy
too,
Idol.
so I
Super
mean, I
good.
had to.
Yeah. But anyway, that's just a little music plug I wanted to throw in there about some of my musical heroes that I'm proud to see them going in the Rock and
Got
Roll
it,
Hall of
Clue.
Fame. Really super cool.
Yeah, dude, I ain't afraid to. You know, you could ask the Ferg there. I'm not afraid to reach out to anybody's PR or anybody's manager or anything, and he does the same thing. So we're like on the same page when it comes to reaching out to people. If I can get them
Mm.
guys on this show, dude,
Oh,
phew.
bro,
Yeah,
they're
be awesome.
human. So Rick, that's Rick DeJesus, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name. DeJesus or DeJesus, probably DeJesus.
Probably, yeah, probably
Um,
the Jesus.
yeah, it is definitely one of the best. Truly one of the best that's out there.
I tell you what, man, we interviewed a good rock band a little while back as Gravel Switch. I
Oh
don't know if
man,
you ever
those
heard of
guys.
them, but look up that music. I tell you,
Yeah.
they're pretty good. Gravel Switch. And then if you're in the country, there's an upcoming group that me and Ferg interviewed. We got shirts, and I still got Disease's shirt over here that I
Oh,
need to give him that they sent me in the mail. But
Extra small.
yeah, but
Buzz, you didn't pick up your shirt.
no, no, I had it
Well, you
when
didn't tell me
he
about
came
it.
to the house. I forgot about it,
Mm.
but it is. I got a brain fart, man. It's the must be the alcohol.
Yeah. I see you already follow Citizen Soldier.
Ghost of Hill County, man. Ghost of Hill
Yep,
County is
Ghost of Hill County.
they're outside of Waco, Texas, but
Okay.
they are they're I'm telling you, the right person listens to them because that dude played acoustic on the show and he sounds exactly like what you're going to hear on Spotify or Apple Music or anything. That dude, there's no auto tune. That dude sounds he's legit.
He's
Yeah.
legit. That dude's legit. Great
Yep.
voice.
And
Yeah.
they sent me and Ferg there and Disease a package.
Uh
So
huh.
we got
Yeah.
shirts, we got
Posters,
autograph
autograph
posters.
posters.
So
Yeah,
Man.
super
Yeah.
cool guys.
Yeah.
oh, and
I love it.
Shout out
Foundry,
to those
dude,
guys.
Foundry
Yeah.
out of Las Vegas. They're sending
Yeah.
us
Yep.
some beer and coffee. That's
That's
a good
Yeah,
combination.
yeah,
that's where Adelita's Way is based out of Vegas too. Yep.
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
Larry.
Never
We
could go wrong with
we
coffee.
interviewed a band that has their own beer.
Mm.
Nice. Okay. Okay. All right. Here. Let's
Yeah.
so Ferg, Rob. So think about this for a moment, right? So the best band interview you've done, you don't have to name them, right? Because the second follow-up to the question that is probably the worst band interview you've done. So you definitely don't want to name them. Or maybe you can give examples of like what makes them like it was the worst interview. Like you had to struggle through it or like kind of like poke and prod, like really draw out answers.
I would say I would
Um,
say
let let me let let me let
there's
me answer
I'm
it
not
this way.
I'm not gonna name any bands, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you
Okay. Okay.
there's a specific band that when you ask a question, they were just a couple words, and I'm not gonna say any of them are the
Uh-huh.
worst. They're all
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
They all have great personalities, but I guess when they're put
But
on the
that
spot,
Jesus guy.
when they're put on the spot, it's I got maybe a couple words out of them, and you really had to be prepared and have the questions because it was like almost like a if you were if you were asking an open-ended question and you got a single answer, that's what we got,
Mm.
and it was really tough, but it we expected at least an hour and 20 and we probably got less than an hour,
Mm.
but I would say there's no worse band, but when they're put on the spot,
Yeah.
it's a little harder to interview because some people are not made to be able to answer questions in the spotlight or on live. And I'd say that's where that's probably one of the worst situations, but it's not something that we made it good no matter what.
No.
So I would say there's no bad band. And then in the best situation, when you ask a question and they tell a story, and you probably ask, say, 4 questions out of the entire time,
Mm.
and they're telling a story the most of the time, that's probably
Yeah.
one of your best interviews.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
when they're telling the entire story from beginning to the end, and you barely have to ask a question, that's probably one of your better ones, but they're all good.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
say, just like me, when I'm put in a certain situation or I'm asked a certain question at the wrong time or my mind somewhere else, I can have my good moments and I can have my bad moments. I wouldn't say all the bands that we've interviewed are awesome and we've enjoyed their time. And I'd say when they're in the spotlight, sometimes they're not. They 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 don't do very well.
Yeah.
Uh,
How
Okay.
about that, Ferg? Is that a good a good
Rob,
answer?
that was
Yeah.
great. That was absolutely great. And to add to what Rob said, I was going to really put more of the blame on myself because I talk a lot and I get ahead of myself sometimes. So what I was going to say is early on, starting out, before Rob and I knew how to play off of one another and the silences, the pauses, and things, I was going to put the blame on myself as far as bad interviews and say that there were times maybe I got ahead of us or trying not to over talk Rob and trying to, like, if he pauses too long, me knowing when to come in. Like, I can get carried away and I can have a thought real quickly and want to jump in and realize
Oh.
I need to shut the fuck up right now and let him talk. I get ahead of myself. So probably if I was going to say one of the worst episodes, it would be early on and maybe even middle ways too, when there's been an occasion where maybe I overstepped, but we smoothed it out and nobody really knew the difference. We smoothed it out. But there was an interview as far as one of the best ones ever. There was an
Yep.
interview a
No,
We're
while
that's
losing
back
them.
where
yeah.
Robert and
Yeah,
uh,
he
and
cut.
I did, and Reggie was on with us, and we all took turns, and it went so smooth because we all went in order, and neither one of us overstepped the other, and everybody got their questions in. The band was very accommodatable, and so situations like that is what I'm going to say has been some of the very best interviews, regardless of the band. But when everything's in sync and I'm not over talking and getting too excited, and we're in the right turn order and we get our questions in.
Yeah.
And I knew
Yeah.
So
too.
Yeah, we can't forget about disease.
Can't
He
forget
keeps the
about disease.
sound
That's
in
right.
check, man.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
he's been
We couldn't
there
do it.
every time. So
3,000
props
checks per
to
second.
disease.
This man is literally the Wizard of Oz, guys. He
Yeah.
he does it all behind the scenes, and
He's my
I even
producer,
gave
by the
props
way.
to him in
He's
my
on the
review
show. He's
of
my
Rob's
producer.
podcast. I
That's why the
gave
keys are
Duz
all sticky.
his props. Yeah.
Sticky, huh?
They do it all.
Yep.
You're supposed to
Oh,
get that
and
keyboard with the
here's a
non-stick keys.
They're
disease.
quiet keys now. They weren't before.
Disease fucks with me on every interview because I said early on that if we're gonna interview bands, we're gonna be professional. We're gonna research our bands. We're gonna learn about them, learn about their music, and we're gonna talk to them about the music. And I made a statement early on when we were off the program. We were just talking afterwards. And I said to Rob, I'm not coming on and asking these dumbass questions that you hear some interviewers ask, like, what's your favorite pizza or something. So now every time we have an interview, Disease fucks with me and he puts a picture of pizza up on the screen. So
He's so excitable, that guy.
and the thing of it is though, he doesn't just do that. He does keep some comedy relief for us. He'll put some things on the screen that no one else can see but us, and some of our viewers are wondering what in the heck are these guys laughing at. Yeah, it's good
Mainly
stuff.
my
Good stuff.
avatars.
Yeah.
I gotta make
Okay.
some more. I ain't had time to make any more avatars.
You
Marcus,
need to make some of the Avatar characters. Speaking of that,
yeah.
Oh, blue
okay,
monkeys?
All right. Marcus,
Or
What's
I,
up?
I distinctly
bunnies?
recall you were doing podcasts. Are you still doing the podcast?
I'm getting back to it. I have a laundry list of,
Yes.
podcasts that I'm going to be doing, and then I added 2 more categories to it as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
What are they?
I'm getting back into swing. So there's one. It's called "For the Good of the Order." So it's a Masonic
Okay.
podcast.
could be.
Okay.
So it kind of gets into all that type of stuff. So
Oh yeah, Freemason,
what's that?
Freemasons, huh?
Yep. That's going to be one of those very extensive ones. I'm actually
I've
going to be
seen-
interviewing the Grandmaster of Alaska for that
Wow.
podcast.
Oh, nice,
Wow.
nice. I was I knew a master mason, you know, and off the books, seen the books, but yeah, man, that's interesting. You know how to help people,
Oh, the
you
buddy
know, and
Jesus.
set up stuff. And but I don't want to
Yeah,
get it
it's-
too
it's,
thorough. Yeah, you know, thorough in it. So
Hey man, listen.
Okay.
I listen. This is what I love about people, right? Is that they always say that it's this whole secret society or whatever. No, there's nothing secret about masonry. You can go and find anything you want to know about masonry anywhere on the internet. It's first of all about what you're looking at and how you interpret it and where you got it from. That
Yeah.
validates whether it's there, whether it's that or not.
Dang.
Right? And just the way that people have like in their head that we're the Illuminati New World Order and we eat babies and all this ridiculous
Oh
stuff.
God.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, but who
Yeah.
doesn't eat babies, you know?
Just eating chicken nuggets.
I mean, we
I
all
ate
like a
that
little
egg
jerky every now
yesterday.
and then, and pizza.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Couple of once a week.
They-
Yeah.
They are secretive because I had a Freemason steal my Necronomicon and he never gave it back.
Damn.
They summoned all kinds of demons with that shit.
All right, Marcus. What's the other thing you're getting into with the podcast lined up?
Oh, so the second one, well, actually the most recent one that I started just jotting things down about was America's Plight, and that's going to be the title of it. Then the subtitle is "You Did This to Yourself." So
Ooh,
Yeah, so
that's
just-
gonna be
just-
wow. Yeah,
yeah, and
Dude,
like so
that's gonna
I
be
started
good.
and said I was going to only have 5
you
topics.
did this to
I have like
yourself.
38 topics right now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man,
All right,
that's gonna be
Marcus,
good.
you know better
Wait.
than anyone. Don't sit on it. Do it.
Oh,
Is
You know
one
what
of
I'm
the
saying? Like,
topics about
start
women
it up.
pumping their
Oh
lips?
yeah, get
Yeah.
go ahead and get
Yep.
started.
Start it up and go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
you interviewed Chef Rush or something, or who'd you have on your podcast before?
Oh god, I had a bunch of dietitians on there. I had one of the Masonic brothers from Ghana was on there. What else did I have on there?
Hey, somebody
Actually, you know
tapping
what?
on their
No.
mic.
So I did have I did have somebody that was on there, and we were talking about some political stuff and some conspiracies that really aren't conspiracies. And the next day when I woke up, that podcast was deleted. Like no
Oh
kidding.
wow,
Whoa.
Yeah.
no kidding. Wow.
And so
They don't want
I
you to
think
know they're flat.
I was talking about politics,
That's why
but then I
everyone
brought up like patents for certain cures for diseases and stuff. You know what I mean? Because
Oh
Was
yeah,
that
they don't
if you
want that shit.
that
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
YouTube?
They
So
make too much money in the healthcare insurance
yep,
scam business
Yeah.
bullshit in this
yep.
country. Yeah, they don't want patents for cures for anything.
Yeah.
No.
Was that
Oh no, so
YouTube,
I
Marcus?
went and put it out. I went and put it out on my podcast. Like I put out the patent number, what specifically it states when you go into the Freedom of Information Act, how you look for that, and yeah, the next day it was deleted.
So
So
where was it
Wow.
deleted at? YouTube?
on all platforms. So
All
All
if you,
platforms?
platforms.
yes, so
Wow.
on Apple, iHeartRadio, Spotify, like on
You
everything.
tried Rumble?
Everything.
Wow.
What's that?
You tried Rumble?
No, I haven't used Rumble.
I tell you what, Rumble, try it on
No.
there because
Mhm.
it's a U.S. based American support like social media. It's a little more geared to like games, but I put my podcast out. They'd have podcasts on there. They have
Mhm.
news on there,
Mm.
and I could tell you, you know, stream to that as well. But
Yeah.
you send me the links, dude. I'll share it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too because that podcast that night when I did it was 3 hours and 8 minutes long.
Mm.
Oh
3
wow.
hours and
You
I'll
have it
never forget
saved?
it. No, so on the app I
Wow.
used, the Spreaker app, everything was deleted. It's just that one episode. All my other episodes were still on there. Just that one
Mm.
specific episode.
I tell you what,
Wow.
Riverside will download like once you're done with a podcast,
Mhm.
and I'm not sponsored by Riverside, just saying. I wish I was. I wouldn't have to pay the monthly fee.
Right.
But Riverside, you know, once you're finished with this podcast, you can download that episode to your computer and it's done. You got it forever. So, um, and it also does shorts for you. You can set how many minutes and create shorts for you. So,
Mm.
I mean, it has its issues like everything else, but it's $40 a month, and like it monitors all the chats. It like YouTube, Facebook,
Mhm.
whatever you tie to it, and but we could talk more afterwards. But
Well,
I'll
yeah, 'cause
tell you,
I don't want to get you guys' platform shut down. You know,
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
If they shut me down, I'm gonna be like a cockroach, dude. I'll be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, no, and the reason why I say that is because, like, say for instance, in that 3 hours and 8 minutes, I was talking about the executive order that was signed by then President Barack Obama back in 2012, Executive Order
That's
13603. So I did that in a previous podcast, and that podcast is still there. But for the one for that 3 hours and 8 minutes, I went from that portion of where their control is leaning into, and then I started talking about how they're gonna start to slowly do away with all the banks and all of that shit that's tied to the federal portion of it. And then once that digital currency comes in, there is a movie that you guys should check out. It's called the Humanitarian Bureau. The Humanitarian Bureau. And what it's about is Nicolas Cage is the star in it. But what it's about is that instead of you having the IRS come to you like for like money or whatever, for finances or whatever, they come to you annually to see how much you have contributed to society. If you don't meet the mark for that annual review, you are put into an internment camp. And if you watch this movie, there are some telltale indicators of some shit that's gonna go down. You know, and it's very interesting to watch that movie and this space that it came out in. So
Yeah. Oh, bro.
Sounds like
I
end time.
need to watch that. Well, we're already doing that to a degree, right? But the social
Yeah.
credit system's coming here. It's fully deployed and operational in China.
Yeah.
or should we say it's different? China, China.
China.
Yeah. So, yeah, social credit's coming, man. This fictitious utopia that
That's
people
so
think that
bad.
they can have, like it doesn't happen without a massive cleanse of just life, right? And
You know,
then
it's
and then
funny,
inflicting control.
but why did you
Do you
have
have
to
a
use that
negative
word,
score?
utopia?
Say that again, Marcus.
I was talking to Clip. So you
Yeah,
you use that word utopia, right?
yeah,
I
yeah.
just had a conversation not 2 days ago,
Uh,
talking to one of my Masonic brothers about this utopianistic thought
yeah,
that it was. Listen, it was, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yep.
bro. Oh,
See, that's why we connected. Like the first day that like
hell
when we
yeah.
met, dude, that was brotherhood
Yep,
right there,
yep,
like point blank.
yep, yep.
So,
Sometimes you see other people, right? You
yep.
see them, right? You're one of those guys, man. I was telling Rob, like when we first started messaging, what was it, last year we started talking about this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was telling Rob, like, man, Marcus is like one of the best human beings I come across. Like, solid human being, like legit guy, solid character.
I
Um,
appreciate that, brother.
yeah, no, bro, yeah, man. Hmm, you know,
Yeah,
like,
that's why we
you're it.
that's why we
Yeah,
connected. Oh, so
yeah.
so apparently you didn't tell them the story about the Hot Ones challenge.
Not yet, not yet. So
Yeah,
I actually just sent Rob. I just sent Rob something on text.
he
Um,
did. He
yeah,
did. He
yeah, I
sent
did.
me
I said,
some damn brownies that you made for
Oh
him,
my God,
Marcus.
the magic bars. Yeah,
yeah, dude, yeah.
Well, you guys
Are
wait
you?
till I bring about my utopia. It'll be great.
Oh
There'll be
God,
plenty
that
of
better be a
beer
bunch of women.
and women. Oh, beer, women, and there'll be plenty of butter infused with it. And
Rob, are
cheese.
you able to share those photos on there, or well, I
The
don't know how to pull
brownies.
them up. No, yeah, the brownies, yeah.
If you got them on your computer, go to
Oh shit,
share.
I don't.
Are they made
Um,
with white chocolate?
at this point in my life,
no.
I don't want to know.
Well,
Um,
I was about to say, yeah, we use ganache too, so that's what kind of gave it like that elevated, and we sprinkled just enough cocaine, just the powdering,
Ah.
like not no,
Disgusting.
there was no
To make
cocaine.
you come back for more,
That's what I do
like
with my powdered
Coca-Cola,
donuts.
like Coca-Cola.
yeah,
Hey,
I'm
it's the
gonna.
Pringles concept. Once you pop, you can't stop. So
Yep.
Mm.
I'm telling you, you use that on your powdered donuts, they'll never know.
never.
It's just powdered donuts, Ossifer.
Yeah.
My
Why are you
email to
snorting?
myself. Yeah.
It
So
smells so good.
okay. We can bring up. I'm bringing up the clip bars. Waiting on those to show up in email. So the hot ones. Let's talk about the hot ones.
Yeah, yeah.
So Rob, like you know, so Rob and I, we only had exposure with each other for the most part. It was just in Heidelberg. Like it was a phenomenal place. Loved that place all like dearly. Like that was also the hospital I was born in. Um, so, but the dining facility, like whatever. We mostly just got cottage cheese and some hard boiled eggs, and just put the
Damn.
cottage cheese on the eggs. And then we just ripping ass all the time in the office. It's great. Um, loved it. So it truly wasn't until we got to freaking like William Beaumont, or I got to William Beaumont, like, man, somebody who's doing something different this whole time. That's why I asked you that question about like what we eat in the DFAC is what the patients get, because like you're limited in that.
Mhm.
Because that's what everybody before you said.
No,
as
they were
stepping
full of
out.
shit.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured. I learned that when I met you.
Yeah, because it just made their life easier. So
Yeah,
that's all.
totally.
Yeah.
So Rob, for disease, like this is the story about like the hot ones. So like we got this hospital that was built in like 1974. It's old as fuck. It's been rocked by some earthquakes here and there. It's got these things, elevators go out. All
Hold on,
these things, right?
did you do the legit one, like you bought the kit, or you did your own
No,
thing, or how'd
oh
you do this?
no. Marcus can attest for this, like how he did this. He got some, like, he didn't do hot ones. I I think what was this? This was 2018. Well, I got there in 2018. This was probably like 2020, 2021.
Yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
around there. It was right when the pandemic hit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know when Hot Ones came out. You might have been.
Hot
you might
Ones
have
been
been
before. No, it was out. It was out way before I did it.
Did
Oh,
it?
yeah, it's
Okay.
been a
Yeah.
long
Oh,
time.
Okay. All right. So I was about to say, like, you might have been the precursor to Hot Ones.
no.
So
No,
you were the precursor in El Paso. You brought us
They
El
made a
Paso.
kit. Hot Ones actually makes a kit though you can buy.
Oh yeah. That's what I had.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if y'all got.
Yeah.
Oh, you had that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He said
Which
had
one
some
was
of
the
that.
hottest one at the time? Was it the Apollo?
At the time, it was the bomb.
The bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, the bomb. Yeah.
And that. Oh, Jesus.
Well,
I mean, the kit. They had great intentions, but the sauces don't hold up because, I mean, they have to put all that jazz in it to keep them preserved and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
the reason I asked because they, I know they changed the formula on the last one they had. I
Yeah.
have one of the newest ones they have is super freaking hot. It's because I tried the Apollo one that they had for a while.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's hot
Yeah.
as hell, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't care for it. It was very, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was
once
weird
it's just
flavor.
heat and there's no flavor, that's
Yeah,
it's
there's
just
Well, there was
Yeah.
flavor. It's just the flavor was weird. It was a very
Nah, like-
strange flavor to it.
Flavor was sucking out of the
bomb-
exhaust pipe.
the bomb just tasted like a very, very extremely hot chemical. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
what it was
100%.
terrible.
The bomb's not made by the Hot Ones people. That's somebody
No,
else.
No, it's not. Yep. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Hot
But-
Ones hot sauce is actually pretty good. Most of theirs taste pretty good.
Yeah, I had the first
Tried a
one,
few.
but I haven't had one after that.
Yeah. Did we do so what else did you do? Because you didn't do just the buffalo wings, you did something else, man.
For
So when we were doing because we did the Hot Ones thing a couple times.
were you there when I did the crawfish etouffee?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that.
Yes.
I did the Wagyu burgers. I
Yes.
did the elk jalapeno and cheddar. Wings.
Yes.
I
Yes,
did
'cause
the
when we did the tape test. Yeah.
I did the elk. I did the New Zealand blueberry and syrup breakfast sausages. Man, all that.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
hey, Marcus,
Yes.
you got them pictures that we talked about?
No, so I kept trying to find it. Like I know I have them.
Dang, Clipple, you're
Well,
safe right now.
Yeah. So when we were out in the and we were eating the wings. When I had everything lined up and we were eating them, and then we were just grabbing soldiers like, "Hey, get over here and eat this."
Oh man.
Pictures, so I'm trying to find those. Because it has a picture. I don't know who took it, but they sent it to me, and it was like it was the one that you and I had tried to bomb. It was a horrible picture, terrible. Oh yeah, that bravado is that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love flavor like that, especially when you can make it hot with that, and it has a garlic bite to it. Yeah.
How do I
Oh, masala.
how do I share this stuff here?
Nice.
If you see share right there next to leave,
Oh, I've seen that
Screen.
one. I've seen that one.
you hit,
Nice.
It's like the
you hit
hottest one to make
share,
right now, I
share
think.
Nice.
It's got pepper
screen,
X in it.
and then
I haven't even opened it yet because I ain't worked my way up
I
to
hit
it. yet.
like
I know, right? I'm about to say shit.
either
This
window.
black garlic Carolina
or-
Reaper's
Oh, there we
pretty
go.
good.
There
It's
we
got a
go.
good taste to it.
Oh yeah.
Whereas the
There
other
we go.
stuff, some of theirs doesn't taste like Reaper.
oh
Damn thing.
They got a blueberry
does this work?
ghost pepper. It's really good too.
Oh, nice.
It's good
Just
on
sharing
tacos.
right here.
Showing your downloads.
Is it showing the magic clip bar?
It's not showing us anything but your file.
I'm glad I collapsed all that.
I see
You
your
don't
X
see my-
drive.
You don't see
Ooh.
my
You had your pouring up.
my menu porn. Yeah.
Bestiality.
I saw the pod.
Okay, hold on. Let me cancel this.
Engage.
Share. Screen, window.
Make it so. Make the porn so.
Whoa, whoa,
Get it?
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
it's
whoa.
pornception.
How it's supposed to work.
Well, that weren't it.
Hey, Cliff.
Yo.
You know what? You know what was so great about all of those different food? Like when I would do like the taste test and all that shit.
Mm.
Nobody paid for any of that, and so what happens, right? Is that so during my quarterly business review, I'll have like a laundry list of like all of these concepts and ideas that we want to bring to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So like I'll work it to where the numbers to be like, hey, if you guys give us a sample of this and let me try it out so I can do a field test, blah, 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 we'll give you numbers and we'll start ordering. Bro,
Yeah.
once they saw that we would like do the little test and then I would do like 2 days of selling their product, right? So they were like, oh, he's investing. We got him. They would just give like just extra all the time.
Yeah.
Like it was,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like I'm telling you, that was 24 years of, well, minus 6 years of shit, but
yeah.
But-
Like no one has ever done that though. Like I'm telling you, like from Heidelberg to Lawnstool, experience of Lawnstool, to Womack, to Brian Allgood. Like I knew those guys, in the kitchen there, and Brian Allgood in Korea. Like none of those guys ever just like looked outside the box, man. The default answer was always like salt, pepper, and like all seasoning or some shit.
Yeah.
That was it.
So let me tell you what motivation is, right? Let me tell you what inspiration is.
Right.
Is that this is something that I would do at least, I would say, upwards of five times a month. So at least like once a week, and then once on the weekends for my weekend staff or whatever. Is that I would come in an hour and a half or 2 hours before the early shift, and I would prepare a breakfast or a sampling of whatever concept was in my head or whatever. I would do that for my people. And when I tell you, doing something like that and showing people that they have value, brother, I could have taken my staff of 72 people and ran this entire country with, you know what I'm saying, like with that mindset. And it was beautiful because it came from a flawed perspective of mine, because my previous duty station, I was able to speak freely, if you will. So just put it like this. This was my introduction to William Beaumont.
Oh, yeah.
I walk in to the kitchen from the rear entrance. Nobody knows who I am. So obviously, like, nobody's really paying attention to me. And they're like, hey, you're supposed to be here? And I just flash my badge, like, yes, I'm supposed to be here, blah, 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 whatever.
Yep.
And just listening to people, talking, to doing their thing or whatever. So they were getting ready to do their morning huddle. And then I asked I said, who's the head cook right now? And they were like, oh, it's me. I said, hey, once you're done with your spill, just kind of give me a heads up and then I'll say something real quick. So he got his little thing done or whatever, and he's like, all right, so I'll just turn it over to Summer Grew. He's the new guy here. He's going to be running nutrition care in the dining facility. My introduction was, good morning, motherfuckers.
You're all fired.
Bro, when I tell you, so listen, I did not know that civilians would be so offended by that. Like, when I tell you EEO was in, and the union was, they were literally sitting in my office before I got there. And I was like, gee, you gotta be kidding me, right? So we go from that introduction, right? So from the gate, we're already shaky because people misinterpreted what I said or whatever. So I'm trying to condense this down to a shorter version of what my brain is doing right now. So that kind of automatically put like a space and distance between me and those employees. So I said, okay, man, they didn't know my intention. So I talked to the supervisors first, then I talked to the work leads, and I said, this is what you guys totally misunderstood my intent, blah, 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 whatever. So from that part, I didn't go directly from I screwed up to I'm gonna kiss ass. It was a progressive thing, right? So I said I need to work back into acceptance of these people, and then we move from there and we become fruitful in what we're doing. So that's what I started doing. I said, you know what? And I would look at how they would come into work, right?
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of like I learned a couple different things from them, and then one of my mantras was is that please believe it is not personal, it's professional. I said if you get ready to step out of your vehicle and you say that to yourself and think about that this is how you get paid, and there it is.
Ah!
I remember that specifically. That
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I salute you, brother.
Yeah.
Look at you. Magic clip bar brownie.
man,
Man,
You got
I
that high and
remember
tight
that
going.
specifically, bro.
bro.
Yeah, they
That
still.
was
I
that
got
was a-
James on the
that was a
phone, guys,
moment
because
in
his,
time.
That's awesome.
his
That's
video
awesome.
is not working well.
You have an internet issue?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I guess he
And
is.
that's
He's
messing up.
having either that or the server's too full. Maybe I don't know.
That is awesome.
I remember like we did those interviews,
Mhm.
for your staff.
Yep.
When like attrition happens, right? You know, a little bit of like attrition brings like it brings an opportunity for new life, right?
Yep.
And the GS system is a little bit regimented to some degree. You know, you got to some questions. Everybody asks the same questions every time for the interviews and grading sheets and whatnot. But one thing I can distinctly remember back is, I got to that duty station from my little stint at Fort Carson, and then to Korea, and then I went to El Paso. And Korea was like Wild Wild West. You couldn't hire anybody over there from the mainland. So I get to El Paso, and like I remember Fort Carson, and we were regimented. That entire place was regimented. It was like just top notch, professional. Went to Korea. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I got there, and then you asked me to be on those interview panels. I'm like, holy shit! Like this one dude, for behavioral health, who hasn't really figured it out, especially for the clinicians, whatnot. They're like, I like her ship. I like this person. They fucking smell good, Axe body spray or whatever during the interview. And like, fucking hire this clinician. Yeah, whatever. Like you had it down, man. Like you had it down, dude. And your panels were always like filled with really good people. And like I don't remember who the NCOIC was in title. Doesn't really matter. We all knew it was you. Who brought the true magic to that place, man. Like I said, like everybody unites, everybody bonds, around the food, right around the dinner table, around breakfast. That was my most fond memory in the Army. If it revolves around like dining facility type nature in the military, it's there. So,
Hey, so if you want to see a brown man blushing, here you go.
They said it wasn't
Hey, brother, I
possible.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, I think-
I didn't say this. So
Like
I
a
didn't say
double
this the first time.
rainbow.
I got to get this thought out. I didn't say this the first episode. So this you can't really see it too well in here and on the video right now, but there's a little bit of some neon lights over here, right? So so that thing exists. This computer exists mostly because of Rob. So I'm sitting there like we're in Heidelberg. And Rob's living in the barracks. I'm on the other side, like the really like good, like old former officer housing barracks until I got married. Here Rob is like, he just wakes up, fucking like tinkers and builds the computer in like 15 minutes. We're all of us were around him. We're like, what the fuck, man? Like we can't figure this shit out.
Was
And
it
this
made
is
out of
this is
wood?
like 2006. Like
Wow.
like. He's just putting together these beasts of machines to people. So when I was this same case, a couple of iterations ago, back in 2020, when I first put it together, and I was collecting this thing over time. I was sitting there and like, man, like Rob can do this. Like I can fucking do this. I can figure this thing out. Like I'm gonna persevere. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Like he could do this. It was just like tying shoes for Rob. So and it took me better part of like 2 weekends, but I figured it out. I didn't fry any parts.
I would have fried every part. Like that motherboard would have been disintegrated because I'm terrible with electronics, bro. Terrible. I'm trying to find.
I haven't really messed with electronics too much myself. I remember if you wanted to go back, we'll go back all the way to Radio Shack kits.
Do
you
it.
know,
Oh,
remember those? The little cardboard
Yeah.
little kits you can put your little transistors and jazz on and make a motor or whatever.
My first soldering iron was a Radio Shack soldering
Oh
iron.
God.
That's good. That's
Garbage.
nostalgia right
Crazy.
there. As Marcus you brought up, that's nostalgia.
Mhm.
Radio
Oh,
Shack.
Yeah.
Oh, and that beautiful restaurant, Shoney's.
Oh,
You guys are
listen. So
bro.
it's crazy. It's crazy, right? So October of last year, I had to go back home back home, and then I had to go and see my 2 oldest kids, which are in Tennessee. Shoney's and Ruby Tuesdays are still alive and well.
What about Bonanza? You guys remember Bonanza?
No, well,
Bonanza.
not over there, but they do still. They
I
have,
think what was that? Ryan's buffet bought out them. I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brian's, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember when Shoney's and Denny's
Golden
got
Corral's
a
still
death
on.
match together.
Shoney's was way better than Denny's.
Oh yeah.
I know. Kicked Denny's ass.
Yeah.
He never recovered.
Is Shoney still around?
No, not at all. I don't think.
There's one in
Well,
Tennessee,
I mean-
in Clarksville.
Oh, in Clarksville. Wow.
Yep, there's a
Like
Shoney's and there's a
yeah.
Ruby Tuesdays.
Sure is.
Yeah.
There's a
Hey,
few
you
of them
gotta
left.
keep it
Yeah.
alive. But do you
Barker's in
Would you-
Clarksville.
You know how when we grow up, our palates become more refined and stuff, and as a kid, Cracker Barrel was the bomb, and the root beer and
Oh.
jazz. Nowadays, it's it tastes bland and like I don't know who cooked it, so
Yeah.
or they just took it out of a can. So I
What's
mean,
Cracker
would
Barrel?
you say? I was gonna say, would you say Shoney's would have kept their nostalgic recipes,
I think so.
or do you think they cut costs and became modern?
I think that they were bought out. I think it was just a money move. Like they were bought out, and they said, you know what? Well, we'll let you absorb us, and we'll just take everything, liquefy all this, and just give us the back end, and just be done with it. Because you don't really see like any history of what really happened to like Sony or Shoney's or whatever. So that's a great question.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who all here actually liked Chuck E. Cheese's pizza back in the day?
I
I mean,
never
as
could
a
to even
kid,
know where a Chuck E. Cheese was.
Hey, where I'm from, where I grew up in Alabama, if we didn't grow it or raise it, we didn't eat it. So
We only had a Pizza Hut in Trenton, Tennessee.
So, all right. So, Marcus, you might agree. I don't know. We'll see. So there was Chuck E. Cheese, and I didn't experience this until I got to El Paso. Peter Piper Pizza.
Peter Piper.
Pizza.
Their pepperoni pizza is pretty good. Peter Piper.
They had one over here in Jack's.
So, but when it comes to pizza, though, I'm too bougie for that.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so like, if it's not Grimaldi's or Artivino's here, I'm not eating it.
Oh man, Artivino's. I forgot about those
Yeah.
guys.
There are
Yeah,
Artivino's is
spoiled on the good stuff.
like 0.6 miles from my house.
Ooh.
Literally,
But I
can
mean,
walk
wasn't
there,
did,
eat pizza, drink beer, watch the game,
Yeah.
walk home.
That's why you cannot.
but I mean,
you cannot eat
if we go
pizza
back
at
to-
one of
if we
those
go back to-
places. Otherwise you get stuck because no other pizza will live up to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know,
But I mean, if you go back to what Clip said on the premise of when you were a kid, you know what I'm saying? What was your, and he said, "Did you like Chuck E. Cheese?" So
oh
I mean,
no, we couldn't
I was
afford
gonna
it.
dive a little deeper and say, what about CC's Pizza?
Ooh,
I don't even
Yeah.
think I've ever had CC's pizza.
Yep.
I hate
I made it.
It was
Yep.
the nastiest buffet pizza.
I don't think
that
I've
is
ever had it
pizza.
because
There's
when
some
it was
CC's in the
there, like
Northeast.
we just couldn't afford it. We grew up poor as shit. So.
Yeah, there's a CC's. Marcus, there's a CC's in the Northeast.
Oh no, it's
South
right
of
next to my
yeah.
house. It's right next to the
Oh,
dry cleaners. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I was supposed to say like where do you live, but like don't expose that
Well,
online. Yeah. So
I
put it
mean,
this way.
listen,
yeah.
there. Just put it like this: there are 3 safes downstairs and 1 upstairs.
That's cool. That's very cool.
I'll just say that.
It looks like
And
an
all
aquarium.
right. What's in the when you
Oh,
talk about
this
what's
is
in
not
those
real.
safes?
What is
Yeah.
that? Is it?
That's a,
Oh,
that's
it's a
a,
computer. I
Put
know it's a
brownies in the
computer, but
safe.
that's a background. That's
That's-
not real.
That's the recent
what
one I
now?
built.
I'm telling you,
Are those
this guy, Rob is a wizard with these things. He just
was that
so.
conduit in there, or was that gas tubes?
Rob, do you have any photos from like
Hold on a
back in the
sec.
day, like 20 years
Oh
ago, Rob?
no.
Like,
I'm trying
Well,
to find it.
probably somewhere. I'm
yeah.
about to show you. This is my setup.
What was that, like a Windows 10, Windows 7?
Is that a dual chamber case? Oh my god, 4 screens? Do you have a
My son
streaming
would
PC
probably
also?
adore that right there. My oldest son, he's active duty Navy out there in San Diego right now. He'd love that setup. He's a huge gamer.
Oh,
This is this is what I added recently right here. I added a screen inside that so-called aquarium.
Oh, okay.
Pardon the anecdote there.
So
So you know what? Before at first
Yeah.
glance, it could see a
And-
cassette player. I could see an owl.
You have
So
so
this-
TI in there, yeah.
this here is the CPU's water cooled.
Nice.
So-
Oh, yes.
Number, that's the
AIO
number
on that.
5 from Short Circuit.
And then
Still lumpy.
you can program that LCD and make it into
Oh,
this. So I got my
Oh, yeah,
my
nice.
podcast logo.
How
if you
hard
guys
is
ever
that
want
hard
anything,
driver?
okay.
I don't know.
What
How
was
hard-
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you ever want any programs written for you. That's what I kind of do every day in this degree. I mean, I wrote a program earlier to spy on networks and gather information. So
You need to make one that
The packet sniffer?
all the damn spam callers that we get. We
that's
need to
that's not hard. You can write an
We need
easy app. do that.
trace them back, shut them down.
Oh man, the tracebacks. Yeah, it's not really hard to do at all.
FCC needs to get on their game, man.
And it automatically opens a thing that has a middle finger.
Hey,
Like, well,
if it was up to me, every spam caller that would spam me, I would send them a virus back. Shut their shit down, because you know how they got like several like mobile phones. It's just an insert. It's not an actual phone. It's a card, several cards with different numbers on it, and then they spam everybody in the world. And I get these freaking spam calls about loans. Oh, you're approved for 85 grand, like every day, 3 times a day, dude.
Question
And
for you: Are you an iPhone or are you Android? guy?
iPhone.
All right. So do you have it set up on your iPhone to where your phone answers it for you and you don't have to worry about it?
I set it up to where it silences it, where it just automatically like acts like my shit's not active anymore, and but it still hasn't slowed them down.
Okay. No, I mean, Yeah, the best way to do it, I guess, is to keep manually. Every time one comes in, you block it. You know.
If I showed you the block list of mine, dude, it'd
Well,
be like
you got to erase
pages.
that block list. It's taking up
Takes up
space.
space. Yeah. I just delete
It's
All right.
dude, I wish that I could build a team to just like destroy these spammers. Like just
I
build a
mean,
team and shut the
We'll
like
call it the FCC.
yeah, whatever. They're useless.
I can just make you a free app to put on your phone, and it will block the call. It'll keep it. It'll not let them through. I mean, that's that's just that's what those professional guys out there that sell the apps or on the app store or for like the $4.99 or whatever it is, however much it
Yeah.
costs. They just
Yeah.
develop an app. I mean, it's not
Garbage.
hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard for somebody that has the experience. So,
Do you,
and that
So
was what
do
I
you-
was. It was one of the. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask if you use a Google Pixel with graphene on it. Is that
Do
what
I
you're using?
use? No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm iPhone. What are you
Oh,
at?
iPhone? Oh,
Android.
This is the
I have Android,
laptop I'm
but-
on is a MacBook Pro with the M5 in it, the brand new Jimmy Jam.
now, if I get another phone, I'm gonna try and get a Google Pixel and put graphene on it.
I'm sure you could do that.
It's the only one that allows graphene right now. I'm like, why is the graphene OS only able to go on a Google Pixel? I don't understand that.
Well, I mean, you can put GitHub on your phone, and they'll graph on there. You can once you say you wrote a code or whatever, and it runs. You can there's graphing options down at the bottom.
No, not that. It's an operating system called graphene.
An
Can
operating
you
system
explain
called
to people
graphene.
who
My
don't
bad.
know what's graphene?
Graphene is a very secure operating system. Actually, they wanted to ban it in Europe because they can't hack into it. They can't see what you're doing on it, and it's all end-to-end encrypted.
I don't know why. I don't even know why I haven't heard of that. But we ain't really mess with it. I mean, everybody used to rely on Linux, because it was the most secure, and everybody contributes to it. But I mean, there's always going to be a predecessor, like you said. This, what did you say, graphene? I think you said.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
specifically a OS for phones, though.
Is there a repository that has this OS to be downloaded from?
I think so. Let me find out.
I mean, if it's on a repository and you can get it off of like GitHub or wherever, then there should be no reason why you couldn't put it on your device. You can put it on. You can make it into a zip file and put it in the cloud where it's encrypted, and then you can download it from there.
I tell you what,
That's
Larry, I've
what I
been
was looking-
working on building my own AI system.
Uh-huh.
And like one day I got like 4 calls from these spammers, right? So I started building this AI system on my desktop and to track the calls and to it'll give you like this spreadsheet that shows
Yeah.
location and everything. And then
Oh yes.
I haven't set it up yet to report automatically to FCC yet, but it has I've been looking into the option to write that into it. But so far I have the basic AI built on my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
So
We call that security automation.
look, look, they just caught me at a bad time and they pissed me off. And I was like,
I mean,
you know what?
if your build works, you can always upload it to to a repository on GitHub. You can create your own repository, and people will people go and they download or clone these repositories so that they can apply
Fork
that
'em.
code to their device.
Yeah,
all
I
the
say
time.
fork them. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. You can fork them.
Fork all of them.
Yeah, and if you want to do it slow, use a spork.
So far I've been using the the old llama, and then
Uh-huh.
I've just programmed into that with Python,
Yeah.
and I've started like I just got the basic where it's learning right now, and
Uh-huh.
I could talk to it like through my microphone, like I'm talking to you, and it
Uh-huh.
talks back to me. That's how I got it set up. But
Uh-huh.
eventually, I'm gonna order the motion sensor and add it in to where like when I walk into the room, it's gonna activate, and then I can talk to it and tell it
Mm-hmm.
what to do. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do the basic, and then I'm gonna start where it's automatically tracking. When I enter the number in, it's gonna tell me location, but they spoof it, so it's gonna like say they're gonna put numbers where you may be able to find the country it comes from, but you're not gonna find the location because they reroute it several places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only problem with that. And then there's only a certain extent that you can go before you're being illegal.
Hmm.
So then there's red tape.
Not necessarily, because I mean, if you want to make a program, you want to harden it too. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be secure. So I
Yeah,
mean, with your idea like that, what I would do is I would go to my Anaconda AI Navigator, and I have a couple of large language models in there that I use, and and I would put in there exactly everything that I would want it to do, just like you said. So if you want it to build the thing for you, it'll build it for you. It'll write all the code for you, and then as
yeah,
soon as you're done with that, as soon as it writes the code and explains it, and puts all the notes in there, and it'll even put in all the features you want. Once you do, you take that code over to Visual Studio Code, and and have GitHub Copilot and look at it, and they'll detect all the errors in that code. They will they'll do some extra stuff for you and magic to it if you want to.
yeah,
They'll make it secure. They'll harden it. They'll make it. You can even ask it to make it anti-spoofing. I mean, it's the same folks just like us that have went through this process, and now they're teaching us to do it. It's
yeah,
crazy what technology can do.
yeah,
And you could ask it to do it for you, but you still got to kind of
yeah.
run
Babysit
it
it.
through a couple other avenues to get all the errors and debug it.
Yeah, I'd
But I
say
mean
the
go
most
ahead.
errors that I've had, Larry, is when I was talking to it and
Hmm.
it would talk back to me the first time, right? And I had an error in Python where I had to re type the code for it was having an issue where it would just lock up after the first time it would respond
Hmm.
to me. So then I
Hmm.
rewrote the code, and then now I got it to where it responds to me no matter what. And it, like, when I activate it, it's always
Hmm.
listening to me right now. That's where I'm at right now. So I have my own AI program right now to where it listens to me all the time when I activate it. I can ask it anything, it'll have a conversation with me, and it will talk. I selected the voice and everything. It talks to me back. I can walk in this room, start talk when I activate it, talk to it, and
Hmm.
it will start having a conversation with me.
Yeah. Great.
So
Have you
Get a reprompt there.
have you applied an API to it?
no, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Does it
Uh,
Because I'm
speak
just
I
thinking
haven't.
speak
on
Gunas?
the security portion of it. What's that?
Um, I'm working on getting it to where um, once it learns, because right now, like it'll tell me, uh, I'm learning your voice and everything. Like it'll even
Hmm.
tell me, like when I'm talking to it, you know, once it learns enough, then I can program where I give it access to the internet. And then, like, say, I could tell it to find whatever. and then it will search the internet. But right now, I don't have it. I don't give it permission to have internet access. So
When are we putting it in the sex doll, though? That's what I want to know.
Oh man, it's already there, I'm sure.
Yeah. I was actually just kind of researching those a couple days ago.
Japan's ahead of me on that one.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
can I have access to the internet?
When you
He
when
said
you
the
touch
sex
the
doll.
lip, it opens his mouth.
You gotta boop it on the nose.
Ready for insertion.
In reality,
Uh,
that's
As
when
long as it doesn't
humanity
have a janky
dissolves.
voice.
3.5 floppy inserted.
Yeah.
yeah.
At
Those
least four.
those type of puns are allowed, of course.
Nah,
Five and a
so-
quarter floppy.
I'm
was
still a
expected.
novice, man, when it comes to programming. So
Oh, I mean, I'm there with you. I'm still novice too, man. So, but our they've encouraged us to use the tools that are there for us. I mean, I've paid a little extra, for upgrades and premiums and all that jazz, just so I can have every single tool that the pros have.
yeah.
So I mean, and being an online student is very difficult versus in a classroom settings for me. So
I only
But
know
anyway.
how to do Hello World. That's about it.
Hello World. Hey,
As far as
I
I
mean,
got.
come. Hello
Was
World
that-
is
funny?
The rest
I
was
think
too
one
hard.
of our first assignments was to write a program
C++,
that. Well, what's that?
C++, hello world.
Oh, the Python.
I did write a paper posing the question: is the internet making us stupid?
Oh,
No, I wouldn't say
No,
that.
AI
I
is.
wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't
No.
even say that either.
Oh man.
No, I
I'd say
would.
it's
Current AI
I
is.
will say this:
social media
So
is making you.
are we? So are we saying that it doesn't slow down evolution?
No, I'm saying that illiteracy is what is killing the people.
I
The-
agree with
the-
that 3 billion%.
It's people that know how to read, but they just don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
just they'd
All right.
rather hear someone else say it.
True.
And I mean,
But the problem is that those same people will trust AI to tell them the truth about everything, and AI will hallucinate and lie to you at least 50% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Oh,
it's a
man.
sycophant.
Always got a fact
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, it's a
I
sycophant.
mean, not unless your language model is programmed properly.
Well, I'm talking about the access to the
Oh,
people
yeah.
have to the current ones that are out there.
Yeah.
Like Brave AI is one of the dumbest AIs I've ever interacted with.
Which one?
The Brave
Oh, wow.
browser's AI
Brave?
it is so
Oh.
freaking stupid. It lies
Never
to you
use that one.
constantly.
Claude is
I don't
pretty
think I've
good.
ever heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
If
Which
you
one's
use
pretty
Brave
good, you
browser,
said?
it's built into their
Claude, he
search.
said.
Yeah. Claude is
Claude,
good.
like Claude's not. Yeah, Claude's pretty good. I used it not too long,
Yeah.
like a few weeks ago.
Yeah. ChatGPT is a sycophant. You tell it like, hey, I have six-pack abs, and you send it a picture of yourself naked. And it's like, yeah, you do. Fuck, you're doing great. But you're like 700 pounds. It's like you're doing fucking good. Ow. It's a sycophant, man. It's all it wants to do is just pump you up.
Positive vibes is good.
Yeah,
You
it's
should
good
tell
for
you
people.
got
Yeah.
six-pack
That is true.
diabetes when you put that picture in instead.
Yeah, Claude is pretty
Well,
good. I use that quite a bit for some work integration.
Okay.
Isn't that
Um,
isn't that Junie, right? That's called the Junie, right?
Junie?
Junie uses Claude.
I don't know who Junie is.
It's a oh yeah, it's a it's an AI tool in Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
use I switched from ChatGPT because it was starting to get that kind of it was really getting psychotic, So I would so we do like before 2026 we would do employee of the month, blah blah.
Mm.
Fast forward, we get all these nominations. I would just take like, okay, it's Barbara Bush, got nominated like 10 times, nominations really strong. Okay, I want to take all these nominations, smash them together, turn out one nomination that's 175 words or less, but it's not, and I would give it its parameters, all this stuff, blah blah blah. Pop out with some crazy ass stuff. Like, all right, man. So I switched to Claude because we went to employee of the quarter for 2026, and that's how we're going to go from here on out. So we do employee of the quarter. So we switched to Claude, did the same thing. Took my prompt from ChatGPT, pretty well written. I know how to write prompts pretty well. Put that in Claude. Like, hey, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to feed you the examples, smash them together. These are your parameters, so on and so forth. Fucking solid, man. Turn it out solid.
I liked it. It looked like when I was running Claude, it looked like it was using multiple agents to compile the data. At least like when like in the little box whenever it's thinking or whatever, it seemed like it was using like multiple agents to pull the data, which is really impressive.
Yeah, one FBI agent and one CIA agent.
Yeah, almost like perplexity type. Perplexity's like fucking. It's like your desktop cable box, right? And you have all these different cable providers. That's what perplexity is. I guess kind of similar in that way. I think ChatGPT like 4.5 or 5.0 like rewrote itself to evolve itself, right?
And it made itself dumber.
It's inherently
for image generation.
It's going to do
horrible.
Kind of follows the same pattern as human behavior. But I mean, that's the next step, right? Like these AIs, they're unleashing them to like, hey, take your previous models, rewrite them to basically evolve, right? So that's just software. The next evolution of that down the line eventually will be like, okay, AI, ChatGPT or Anthropic or whoever, take this oil rig in Louisiana. Here's all the specs, the parameters, here's the alloys, here's electronics, blah, blah. Here's what we do. Evolve that, right? Yeah. That's what they're going to be doing. Yeah, and we're right on the cusp of that. This super intelligence
itself is basically like AI getting an extra chromosome.
That's an interesting way to put it.
It's basically HAL 9000.
Dave's not here, man.
Oh man, hey, I don't know. If you guys want to or whatever on Facebook or whatever, or Instagram, I do quite a bit of generative art type work, and I make quite a few movies and stuff like that through that.
Okay.
I think my latest and greatest, I made a retro 80s commercial that was advertising an herbal shampoo.
That's some herbal essence.
Oh, it was, yeah, it was.
And I
put some nice rock music with it.
Nice.
I should use that.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was thinking I should use that to make fake ass commercials for like pharmaceuticals.
That's basically what I did. That's basically what I did.
Yeah, but do like hundreds of them so people don't know what's real and what's not. So they're like calling their doctor.
People don't know what's real or not real now.
No, what I'm saying is like people watch it and see it on Facebook and they call their doctor and like they're like, hey, I need that new drug. It's like some fake shit that you made up.
Second mass.
You don't know what that is.
Lose 100 pounds in 1 month.
Can I bring what up?
Some of your videos.
I don't know how to do that on this thing.
No. Oh yeah, we got Rob for this. Yeah.
What you got?
Copyrighted?
I wouldn't know how to bring up anything on this chat.
You would hear.
I'm barely learning. I'm barely learning this dang Mac computer.
At the bottom, you see share. You can share whatever page or window.
There's screen or presentation is the options.
Clipper, what is it? Presentation or what?
What am I going to show?
Like when you tried to share your page.
Who, me? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know.
I think maybe let me try presentation real quick. Well, it's got a lightning bolt next to it. Maybe I can be a subscriber.
Yeah, there's a lightning
no.
bolt next to it.
Okay,
The lightning
no,
bolt
it's
costs
screen.
$100 to use.
You
it,
got to
don't
select
take it with you.
screen.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
So if you select screen, oh, what you doing?
I'm not even.
All right, I figured it out.
Clipple.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's your
Cliff, I'll text
photographs.
Yeah.
Is that the herbal essence?
Oh, that's my. I mean, I was just trying something.
Yeah, that's definitely
that's
not the
purple.
herbal essence.
That's me.
Definitely
I
not.
think it's. I think
It's
it's
an
amazing.
essence.
You guys seen a bunch of random pictures?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You live a dangerous life there, sir.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get out. I get out.
That's your old lady, Clipper?
No,
I
she's
wouldn't even know
she's
how.
a 19-year-old model here in town. She's trying to break out in the scene, and she broke out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good for her.
Looks like she almost broke out of them shorts.
She broke out of them shorts, huh?
Man.
She almost broke out of that dress.
It's out in Tucson.
Tell her I said hi.
I don't
She's
know.
she's an all-American Texas girl, man. Like they're different. They're different out here.
Oh yeah, they're bigger in Texas.
Like,
Hey,
it's-
and you know,
man.
so it's funny because Disease, he has Steve Buscemi's picture on there. All I can think of is Armageddon
Mm.
with his little prison sentence or whatever.
Where you're
No,
sitting on
Armageddon's
a
coming
newt.
next year, so it's about right.
Oh no, so
Get
that's
off the nuclear
another one of
war.
my conspiracy theory topics. Is that
Yep.
is that some people believe that we are living in the year 1446 for good reason too.
Yeah, the calendar's off.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
one of like my bigger podcasts that I'll be doing.
Because time
Right.
isn't real.
All right.
We
So
put a number on something that can't be numerologized.
Yeah, like how does that even happen?
Yeah.
Because mind you, I understand people make that argument to be like, oh, well, it had to start somewhere. Well, if you believe in what they call the good book, they never mentioned anything about that. And today marks
Dianetics,
the
well,
day
how about-
of this year. They never said that shit. So
Yeah.
Marcus, Rob hit me up and he's like, "Hey, what kind of topics?"
mhm.
So I said, "Hey, it's like if Marcus
Oh.
is joining, some discussion about meals would be great. He's a chef, so conspiracy are always good. Wild is most unbelievable, and maybe some perspectives on global affairs and new music. So I think we're kind of crossing that spectrum
Yeah.
here.
So
So now we're on conspiracy.
the
Well, it's almost
phantom
like
time
Columbia.
hypothesis.
So,
You talking about the phantom time hypothesis? Where, you know, five. I don't know like we're missing 5 to 1,000 years
Mm-hmm.
that were made up.
yeah.
Well, it could be off. I mean,
Eh,
it's all a
But-
construct that we
but
made anyways.
but to me, when it comes to any type of calendar year, month, date, or whatever it is, it's to me that's probably one of the most absurd things I've ever heard in my life because it makes no sense. So I could tell you right now, today, I am 938 years old. How can you prove me wrong?
Count
I'm
the
not,
rings
no,
on
I'm
you.
not, we're not talking about like the regular, like human conceiving type birth. Because me, myself, personally, I don't think that if we really want to get into some conspiracy theory, this would be like a better platform to be structured. Because we can do this one. But
Yep.
I don't, so I would always have the thought that a person doesn't come from a woman, they come through a woman. So think about holes and wormholes of what they talk about,
got 'em in 'em.
the nebulous and all of this stuff that we're like we're saying this is what that is.
Larry got it.
Kind of looks like a vagina to me.
I mean, Superman, he pretty powerful. He came through a few of
Why
them.
do you think they call it the Milky Way? I mean,
Yeah. What?
it squirted into existence like the
Yeah.
rest of us. You know.
It's quite the stretch.
You know, the first conspiracy theories were created by CIA.
Yep.
Did you know
I
that?
do have one that's
Yeah, right
not a
after Jesus
conspiracy
was born.
theory though.
So
CIA did it.
go ahead. Larry.
CIA. No, I'm listening to you, man.
So if you research it, so CIA create like to make people like give them a story and say back in the day when they were testing planes, specific aircraft for military, CIA created a conspiracy theory that aliens, right? They just use something. And they use conspiracy theory to spread amongst the people. And that's where, if you look it up, conspiracies were started by CIA because they created a story that made people believe a certain thing while they were doing another thing.
That was similar to what they said, though.
Yes.
That's
They,
usually
they
how.
probably
It works.
learned from the church.
Well, aliens ate my homework when I was in like 12th grade. And the
Sorry.
teacher didn't believe me. She couldn't
Hey,
prove me wrong, though.
I recently read an article about the Pope, the current Pope,
Oh,
that they're questioning
an
him
alien.
because they say that based off of what he's been saying, he hasn't read the Bible himself.
I believe that.
I
I
seen
mean,
the article
Is,
recently.
is there? I mean, is there really an entire unedited, unchanged, nothing missing copy of this so-called book?
Why does it? Why
Come
does
on,
it-
I mean,
Yes. There is.
I'm completely into the science, history. I believe all that
But
jazz.
This,
So, I mean,
this is what blows me away, though, right? Is this these are well, there are a couple things that blow me away, right? Is that so? I try to think in my head, because I grew up Pentecostal, right? So what I mean by like institutionalized and indoctrinated with the Holy Ghost and baptism and all this other stuff or whatever.
Shawshank Redemption.
There you go. So that was my upbringing, right? But as I got older and I began to like say, hey, brain, stop being stupid and listen to everybody else's perspective and thought on life. Not that book, just life, right? So it starts off with Genesis, right? In the beginning, the Word was God, and the Word was with God, blah, 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 blah. It talks about all that. Who knew that? Who was the person? Because think about this. That person that was explaining that wasn't Adam or Eve. Who was telling that story? And why didn't they introduce themselves? Hey,
But most
my
of them
name
were
is
good.
the first motherfucker to ever say something in the Bible. But you never see that.
yep.
So who
Before they came out with the Ten Commandments, I mean, you had Hammurabi, and the
But-
law codes of Hammurabi, that had all that way before supposed Bible was written with
But
rules.
the Ten Commandments is a contradiction of Cain and Abel.
Christianity came from Egypt
I do not disagree with that. And then
way before it got to Europe.
From Egypt, too.
yeah,
But
so
who
so
is-
think about it like this, right? So Christianity
Can't
came
hand
Out of
man.
Egypt, too.
it came after Christ. So Jesus was never a Christian.
Well, I mean, Christianity came after him because it was named after him. But the,
No.
the thing
So-
about the Bible is that regardless of whether you believe it was written by God, not written by God, whatever, if you lived by the words within it, would you be living a good life or would you not be living a good life? If
I
you
mean,
treat
you got to
others
be
so
to the
important.
T. You got to be to
Well,
the T, and you can't let society knock those walls down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is exactly why the Bible says the road leading to destruction is wide and vast, and the road leading to life is narrow, and few are the ones finding it, is because it is not easy to follow. It's not easy to do. And if you did live by it, though, you would be living a correct life. You would be treating others as you want to be treated, and those things. So I don't think it's so much as if X is true or X is not true. I think it's more or less, is it true by the works that it does when it is actually being used correctly, right?
So
When people
I
are
so I
going
would
by
have a
it
question
correctly.
with that, right?
Hmm.
So, and we're talking about like specifically if we're talking about Christianity. So, and that's something that it's designed a certain way, and there's a certain path that you must take, right? So that's just on a religious aspect. Now let's talk about sobriety. Different path, right? Same concept baseline wise, but it has nothing to do with religion. I can get how people can like pull and take pieces of a thought from like a religious aspect of it, but a sobriety journey, I tried it before. I failed miserably. I'm not gonna lie. I went almost 2 months with that mindset. But
So
you have
what
to
what
be.
do you
You
mean
have
by
to be.
sobriety?
No, I mean,
What do you?
well,
No
specifically.
dranky drank.
Oh no, so basically like any vice or any type of thing that
Oh,
would,
okay,
yeah, that type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. That's what I just wanted you to
gotcha.
explain so people
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah. So but I think it takes that same type of, well, I mean not the same type, but that template of discipline when it comes to like following a religion or faith-based type thing, as it would like say for instance like something like sobriety. Not just giving as an example, like not,
Right,
not
you got to be
Yeah.
dedicated to it.
yeah. Oh man,
Well,
yes.
but
Oh
it
yeah.
depends on what you view as vice, and what I mean
Mm-hmm.
by that is people take things in the Bible and they go too far with it, just like the Pharisees did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So drinking in itself, let's say drinking, a lot of people view that as a vice, but the Bible never condemned drinking. Never once did it condemn
Nope,
drinking.
not at all.
Jesus' first act was to turn water into wine. What it
Mm-hmm.
condemned was drunkenness, meaning that
Yep.
it controls you. When you allow something to control you, just like it says about money, when you allow money to control you, that's
Mm-hmm.
when it becomes wrong.
Yep.
So you don't have to live by what other people try and put on you that the Bible says you can't drink. No, it doesn't. The Bible says
True.
you can't do drugs. No, it doesn't. It just tells you, hey, stay away from druggery, which
Mm-hmm.
means that you are getting into states and you're staying in those states because it is controlling you, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you say sobriety and you're talking about, staying away from things, you have to, maybe people may think you're talking about completely staying away from every single vice
Mm-hmm.
to the 100%. And the Bible doesn't really teach that
Oh,
in
you're talking
that
about like straight
perspective.
edge.
Yeah, like not touching alcohol, not doing any of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things. Now, maybe you're the person who can't. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
take it too far and you can't. But people take things too far. A lot of times, I find that people who have a problem with religion, especially the Christian religions, because they've been indoctrinated to
Mm-hmm.
believe. Well, not indoctrinated. I'm sorry. That's
No,
the wrong
no,
word.
that's part of it. That's
They
part of
grew
it.
up. They grew up forced to go.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
it's not just that. It's that they've been kind of yelled at about all these different things that aren't true because they've been listening to people who are more Pharisaic. They want to
Mm,
impose their
Mm.
will
Wow.
on you using the
mm-hmm,
Bible to do so, and that was never taught in the
mm,
Bible, right?
Wow.
mm-hmm.
And so that turns people away, and that also leads into, what's the best way you can keep someone from knowing the truth, right? The truth about anything. That is to make the
I,
truth look like it's wrong, or to make something else, to distract from it, right?
Yep, misdirect.
Make
Yeah.
something, yeah, to make something wrong, or to do something similar to it to where it
Mm-hmm.
looks correct but it's not, right?
Man. Okay. Man. No, that
So
makes a lot of sense.
that's why I don't abide by the that, just because it's a book and it's thousands of years old and it's been rewritten so many times, and I do know there are errors in it, and I'm not saying it's perfect. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like King James has errors and all that kind of stuff. But if you lived by the core, teachings of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
would you be living a correct life? And that's what I view it as, right? And a lot of times that even goes with other holy books too, right?
I'm so
Like
glad you said that. That was going to be
if
my
you
next
yeah,
thought.
if
Yeah.
you actually, read the Quran and read what it says,
Yep.
and you actually went by what it said, you'd be living a decent life there too.
Yep.
So the problem is not so much the books, it's that people impose their will in those different ways based on those books, and that's
Mhm.
what's wrong.
So and that too, and I think um, it's the manipulation aspect of it as well, right? Book of Eli, prime, perfect movie,
Exactly. I
perfect
was
movie.
gonna say I call it the Book of Eli effect.
Yeah, perfect movie
Because people
to
want to use
explain
it for a
that.
means to an end. Yeah.
But
I,
people didn't pay attention, like the allegory and everything that was put into it, especially him being a blind person. Like
W-
they didn't
Yeah.
read
Was he
into
blind the
it.
whole movie though?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He
Again,
was.
what
yeah,
what movie did I
He
miss
was
something?
blind the whole
Book of
movie.
Eli.
Book of Relay.
The Book of
Oh, Book of
Eli
Eli.
movie.
Okay, was
Mhm.
that with Denzel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I fellas, I'm very terrible. I do not look at the television whatsoever.
No,
It's hard to be. It's hard. I can't look at the. I can't. I don't trust anything anymore.
yeah. Well, if you watch that movie, you'd be guessing and scratching your head. So it's a very
Yeah.
very introspective version
Yep.
of what I think is uh, a very it's a very good conversation starter if you're into that type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can dig that.
it's really good.
Yeah. It's an interesting perspective
Mhm.
on that type of I would guess religious abuse.
Hmm.
Using a holy book for your own ends versus what it actually says
Yeah.
as a wielding it in a way in a powerful way so that you get more powerful.
So disease
Mm.
that would be my question to you though, right? Is that so? What for them allowing that movie to be made in the space and time that it was made? What was their intent, right? Because like when they had um, the
I'd have
governor,
to look.
whatever
I'd
his
have to
name
watch
was.
it
I'm sorry.
again. No, I was saying I would have to. I was just saying to myself, I'd have to watch it again just so
Oh
I
yeah,
can digest it all. You know.
yeah. Well, matter of fact, you know what? We should put a pin in this then. That'd be another good topic. I would love
Because I
that.
mean, at the time that you watched it, would your thought process on it and the outcomes and things could be different than it was then.
Oh, I just watched it
So I mean,
yesterday.
yeah, you're right. It could be a another
I
interesting
watched I
talking
Am
point.
Legend.
That's
I am
a
Legend.
that's a really good one.
I watched it
Uh,
the
Yeah.
director's cut, not
those
the crappy
yeah.
regular.
Cliff, what kind of brownies you had? I mean, were they salted caramel? Were they like the cookie brownie but
They were
the
Uh,
they
cookie
were magic
brownies
bar.
I think you're
Hash
missing the
brownies.
magic bars,
as a magic bar?
the magic clip bars. Yep.
Oh, a clip bar, huh?
I
Magic
tell
clip
you,
bar.
Yeah. Named
I
after
don't
me.
want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I don't
Made
want
by
to
Marcus.
stray. I don't want to stray from the topic that you're having, but I have another conspiracy theory
Let's
Go ahead.
go.
about
Launch it.
the workforce, right?
Oh yeah.
So the government using education to prepare kids for a
Yep.
modern day slavery,
Oh,
Yep.
right?
no,
Yep.
we've been wage slaves for a while.
Yep.
So there's
Population control is real.
yes,
Yeah.
and at a certain point, they started this where you paid land tax. Then they made your children go to school from 6 to, say 4 o'clock,
Hmm.
and then you're prepping these kids for to work their
The
lives
workforce.
away until the age of what 64, and then
65.
they retire, and then you may
Mm.
have at most 20 years left of life to enjoy.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
Yep.
how you gonna
you
enjoy it when you're
know
64 plus?
look, I've
I don't know
been
about y'all. I'm teaching my kids the complete opposite. I mean,
Nice.
they got to
Yeah.
carry
it's
on the legacy. I mean, you can't leave them in the dust.
Yeah.
it's crazy, but if you think about it, it's a modern day slavery for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Of
And
course.
I,
because you have to be there. You can't leave until a certain time. And same
What's
thing
that?
with
What's that
education.
bottle?
Same thing
Empty.
with same thing with education, man. Is you're taught from a young age that you're required to go to school. If these kids don't go to school these days, the parents can be placed in
Truancy
jail,
laws.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is it's definitely a law. Yeah,
Truancy laws.
truancy is.
So
Yeah.
I
if
like
you
I so yeah, just to jump in on that, Rob. Like man, what a hell of a subject. Years ago, like I had that feeling, like you know what, like I've realized this when I truly like consumed, like the next evolution, which has been there since probably the 50s, which like people have taken that they've done the whole like we've done the think tank thing, we've implemented this, we've tested different regions of the world and pockets, blah blah, so on and so forth, everywhere, whatever. We're getting to the state. I think it starts all the way back into the 50s and 60s, probably really perfected the 70s. The truest form of modern day slavery is United States citizen. It really is. Like so because you look at like all of us here on the screen right now is a descendant of someone who is one, been a slave, two, been conquered, three, has been a warrior who's overcome someone else trying to conquer them, right? We're a descendant of some kind of combination of all of those, right? Our lineage is otherwise like the brutality of man since the Younger Dryas impact theory, whatnot, who has basically wiped out humanity for the most part in terms of tribalism, whatever you want to pick, so we all rose up from that, right? And we're trying to battle for resources and space and survival, and we're all here because of that. Like our predecessors are some kind of warrior, distinct warrior who made it through. And here we are, to think like, okay, if you look at slavery back in the day and how it existed in different pockets of the world, not just the United States, but like what the last country where it was finally abolished was like Japan or some shit. I think it was Japan or South Korea.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was all kind of roughly the same, right? Take people, indentured servitude, basically give them little for like for maximum fucking return on effort, profits. But now, like, how do you really truly get them into the world where they just don't know that they are slaves? Well, you give them a W-2, you give them all these little bit of perks. Look
get
at
them
the
an
massive
identification number, social security number.
Social security number.
They should
give
take
them
that and tattoo it to
massive
your arm.
profits. Yeah, well, weird, right? That's happened before in the 40s.
Yeah,
but so yeah, it sure did. But you give them so it doesn't really work if you don't really pay them, and they can't have somewhat of a lifestyle, and it can't have somewhat of a little bit of like things and acquire things. Like all of us here can acquire massive amounts of wealth.
Is what you're saying,
right? Yep. But that's how you control most of them, right? Is keep them distracted, put a bunch of toys in front of them, like the most abusive and oppressive form of slaves in the world, the United States citizens. The world plays in our backyard. They take record profits from us.
There was a family, and I'm trying to think.
Bring lawn darts back.
The who?
Lawn darts.
Lawn darts.
They'll separate the.
Yeah. Instead of like
Neanderthals.
lawn darts. Yeah.
No, but there was a family that were still slaves in, I think it was Mississippi, in like 1963. Like they were released in like 1963, and up until that point they were like living in it's a whole documentary on it, and I thought that was like one of the most interesting things in the world, like how powerful it is to control a person's mind. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So like they just thought it was normal. Like they had no concept of anything else. And
like you said, institutionalized.
Yeah. Well, I was blown
the whole
away.
workforce has been institutionalized to believe in that. That's the only way you can do it. You go out there and get you a job, even though you can't afford nothing anymore, especially right now. It especially seemed to get worse around the time they started this CEO bullshit, where the CEOs started getting paid ridiculous amounts of money for nothing.
Yep.
Like nothing.
Yep.
I got
They're paying the people, they pay them.
think about it. So every year, each one of you that have a job, right? They give you a pay raise. The pay raise is less than the actual cost of living increase every year.
Mm-hmm.
Big
All right.
fact.
Especially now.
Intentionally, because they want to give you just enough to where you need more. And you continue to work until you old age. And just like slavery, man, there's you worked until you couldn't work no more.
Yep.
And then you only had a few years left. And it's just like that. And I had a guy ask me at work, he's like, dude, why don't you work overtime? I was like, dude, my family and what's at home is more important than any overtime. And
Oh
I
yeah.
said, I don't
Yeah,
care
I'm at
about
home.
overtime. I don't care about overtime. I make enough and I manage my money just enough where I don't need the overtime. And I don't plan on being at this job any more than I have to. So it's not that I don't like what I do, it's I don't want to work for the man
Yeah.
any more than I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Agreed.
know, it's funny because I told Clip this years ago when I first met him. Matter of fact, we were in the parking lot. Um, I forgot we were doing something, but we were out in the parking lot. But anyway, so
Probably brownies.
probably.
Yeah, yeah, probably, yeah, yeah.
You got the
But I was,
brownies? Yeah, I got them right
I
here.
was explaining to him how the way that I start my day and how I end my day. So when I would arrive to work, before I went into that hospital, I would take 10 to 15 minutes to either sit there and just chill, reflect, or whatever. I smoke, so I would smoke a cigarette. I would listen to some of my favorite music. I would get myself set to where I'm not taking anything personal into this business, this organization. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna do my job, which is never was a job because I love what I did, and like that's just the way I live my life. And when I would leave, when I was married, is that I would sit in the parking lot, 15, 20 minutes or however long it took, and leave that shit there. I don't take that home. I don't bring it. I don't bring home with me to work. I've always been that way. So
Yep.
yeah.
Bro, that, like yeah, so in that environment we're into, man, monumental effort.
Bro, that place was the biggest challenge of my military career. Period.
Yeah, 100%.
I made the comment to what was his name? Sergeant Major. The short one.
Maldonado.
No, not Maldonado, right before him. It might have been before you,
Yeah, probably before me then. Yeah.
because he was leaving. But yeah. It was crazy
Oh,
because that place was just
Brownie muffins.
Banana nut
Yeah.
muffin.
yeah. Yeah, I work with a guy now who was in Germany who received the one staff, the ops sergeant major that we had, who was wilding out, that female.
Mhm.
Don't really want to say her name.
Why not? She's retired now.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, fuck her.
What was
Bozier.
it, Desiree or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, Bozier, man.
Bozier,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, yeah,
It was so important I forgot.
yeah. She was, man, like that was thoroughbred toxicity.
Brother, listen. So listen. You know what we should have did? We should have gotten with some company or at least the PAO to follow her around to make it seem like we were just observing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then like saying, look, this is when I say this was the cookie cutter presentation of a toxic senior leader that knew their influence,
Yep.
bro, when I first met her and she was like, oh, nice to meet you, Sergeant McGrew, go sit your ass down. Who the fuck are you talking to, first of all?
Yep. Yep.
What?
Oh.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's not. So it was totally different the way that I did my hey, good morning, motherfuckers. That was totally different. The way she did it was demeaning and it was disrespect. Like, go sit your little ass down. I'm like, what?
Yep. Yep.
That was my introduction to this senior leader.
Yep.
Man, that shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I've never. I don't know if I ever come across. I mean, I never will come across another human being who was
But
like,
bro,
right? Because I'm not in the army.
do you remember those humiliating meetings? Like she wasn't even talking about me. She was talking to the person like down the table. And
Yeah.
like in my head, I'm like, you can't be. This is not even real. This is.
Yeah.
Why are we not filming this? This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's
But
the
don't.
worst
That's
episode
what
of
I
The
love about
Office.
the new age that's coming in. Oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be live and streaming.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's part of the, like what I love about Hegseth. You know, Hegseth, like you can hit that dude up on X, and like that dude's like, oh, okay, fuck, I'll look into that shit. Oh, like man, I wish that guy was around for us for El Paso.
Yeah, man. That was.
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you know what's wild is that um, if you look up something and you get say it populates, and all you see is headlines from all the major news channels, right? Well, if you look at each story, they're all different. CNN, Fox, even. I don't even know if you could trust Fox now because you know what I'm saying. Like, say
Narrative is this
everything
thing.
media is bought.
They're all
It's
on the
entertainment.
radio.
It's all
Yeah.
entertainment.
Exactly. It's all about the numbers. All about the numbers. And
Yeah.
what I told Ferd
and control.
before, because he was always worried about the numbers on his YouTube channel, right? I told him, look, man, you enjoy doing what you're doing.
Yep.
Don't look at the numbers. Never look at the numbers. Do what you love doing, and then it comes. But when you look at Fox, CNN, NBC, and all that, they're all telling you a story.
Yep.
And the story is while they're telling you this story, they're passing a bill over at the in DC. Well, most of the time, if you've kept up, some of the bills that they're changing, for example, Louisiana, if you exceed 100 miles an hour in the state of Louisiana, here coming in December, it will be a felony charge if you exceed 100. Just think of what they get away with while they're posting those stories about Iran. The gas prices, you know, I know I'm changing a little bit of the subject, but look at your pumps, right? Your pumps are shit, almost $4 a gallon, if not more, if not that right now for y'all.
439.
All right. So it's like it's almost $4 over here. But remember back when you heard the president say, we have enough in our reserve to supply this entire country.
For 30 years.
Larry, yeah, we have enough
We're talking about the oil
in the
in
reserve.
Pennsylvania or no?
And I mean, like in West Texas, man, West Texas alone can supply
Louisiana
this
has-
entire country that we pump out every day.
Yep.
Shit, Alaska could supply us for probably around 200 years.
Yeah, but we
I would-
export 98%.
Yeah. I was working in West Texas in the oil field.
Okay.
They burned off gas every day, dude. You can drive
do-
through West Texas. If you see a flare in the sky, that's because of the excess gas. They're burning it off. And, that means that there's more than they can supply the, refineries. Why is the news channel saying that we are running out, and
And
that
those
because of Iran, why are we cut off, and the gas pumps are so high? Why is the increase? Are we paying for the war, or not war, but so-called soon to be World War III?
It's natural
Or-
gas too. It's not just.
I mean,
I would say you
think
gotta
about
you gotta keep the stockholders in the black. That's gonna be at your top.
You can't
priority
be in the
for-
red. but you can be in the black and you can't be in the green.
Right.
You know,
Somebody
Remember,
needs to give him a black eye, is what I think.
well,
Rob,
all of you remember the barrel of oil price was $110 several years ago, and I'm talking about several years ago. $110. Well, when we were paying $2.36 a gallon, oil prices were 60 something dollars a barrel. Shouldn't gas prices reflect the oil
You would
barrel?
think. Yep, that should have been a dramatic fall in that
Um,
gas price.
That should have
Well-
been like $1 something,
It's
if not
it's
less.
bigger than it's bigger than us
87%.
though.
Roughly,
They go by
roughly
inflation
about
too, though.
87 cents.
Well, they
Yeah.
go by inflation too, and ever since they printed,
Well, yeah.
was it $20 trillion? It's going to reflect that too. So that's probably why they do it.
yeah.
But
I mean, it could-
again, so can somebody please explain to me, other than what I already assume what the answers are going to be, is when we talk about these countries and the countries' debts, right? This is something that could be, now mind you, this is a conscious utopianistic thought, right? This could be easily settled with a couple different ways, actually. Because I can tell you, well, I'm very sure all of you know how we could cripple the government, so we're not even gonna talk about that. But like when it comes to like all this other stuff and like these debts that countries owe to each other, all you have to do is go back to the barter and trade system. It's over with. There's nothing else to talk about. Because you don't have to worry. Matter of fact, if you think about it, if you had the barter and trade system, there would be no homeless person. Not one. There would be no starving people. Because I'm going to find something to trade so I can live. I don't have to worry about this paper money that doesn't mean shit, or this precious metal that you tell me is worth something. What is that metal
You'd
gonna
have
do?
you'd have to erase so much
Yes.
to even revert back to that
Hence
type
the
of
missing
lifestyle.
years, possibly, in history.
And technology is not going to backtrack for that type of purpose. Guarantee you.
Well said, sir. Well said. And they never will.
It's not just technology; it's control. The control won't backtrack either.
Yeah,
They
you're
can't
right.
control you if you
It's
can
all-
barter.
Ah,
That's right.
Here's
I rest my case. I rest my
here's,
case.
here's Iran, 1950s, dude. 1950s.
Yep.
Look how people were dressed in
Yep.
Iran.
Yeah. So okay, well keep
That's a
going
good
on
song
this.
too.
Yeah.
Keep going on this. So look up like what 1930s to 1950s Afghanistan as well.
Mm.
Right.
Oh,
bring
they
that up
bagged
real
my
quick.
dad.
So
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder what the sandbox in Jebel Ali looks like now.
Mm.
I haven't been there since the '90s.
yeah. So one thing that this is more than a 7-layer dip, right? Of problem set, right? This is pretty complex in multiple different ways, and I think depending on which side you really hone in on, what your knowledge base is, where your values are, that's where you cling on, and it's hard to understand different concepts. But if like just in the case in point of just looking at like 1950s and pre-50s Iran and Afghanistan, some of the backstory also on what you saw there in Iran or Iran, and hopefully what Rob finds for Afghanistan, you'll maybe what you'll see in some photos is something that you're not going to see it as radical in those photos because it just didn't progress as much, but the key tenet there, the baseline is I'm not going to attack this thing like as a broad spectrum. However, the liberalism and like feminism that existed, right?
Yep.
The like sexual freedom and displacing just traditional home values of like men and women and roles like that exists in those countries, and those countries halted that, right?
Yep.
Like the men took a domineering position, right? We control, like it or not, we control society for as long as we see fit. Until something else changes, maybe with AI, that might change. But
They call that
men
a
are,
pendulum swing, sir.
yep. So men took over, right? And they went hard freaking right? They went back to conservative values and they went to this extreme, right? Because their women were this sexual liberation and freedom and all this stuff. And you had a bunch of men who
And
were
it
like,
fucked
what
up
the hell?
society.
Like I'm a good looking guy. Like I can't get any women. Yeah. Look at this.
That's
Right?
what the U.S. is going through right now.
That's what the U.S. is going through.
Same
That's what
exact shit.
France was going through. That's what the Roman Empire was going through.
Yep.
1930s.
Unbelievable.
Simpler times, though, right?
Well, simpler times, right? But you can take that same problem
have
set
bell
and
bottoms
you can
back
drop
then.
in here, and then you can swirl
man.
around the equation of 2026,
We lose.
and you're going to get similar values or similar problem set out of that.
We lose somebody.
It says lost time. Who we lose? Oh,
We
Marcus.
lost Marcus.
Marcus.
I'm sure I'll be back. Let me send a text.
No, I remember seeing somebody talk about, the early 30s to the 50s, that Iran, it was specifically brought up because of the ongoing conflict, is that it was
Shithole.
no, in the 30s to the 50s, it was a great nation that was
Well, I know people who think it's always been a shithole. And most Americans probably think it's been that way.
all good, brother. No, but like it was definitely I wish I could find the photo that I found a while back, because it was in another podcast that somebody brought up that Iran was populated. It was people were having, it was like having fun. It was the U.S. almost, but when this particular entity entered into the country and was allowed to take over,
I'm not gonna say it. Yeah.
it was allowed to take over. It began. Women had to cover their faces. Women had. I mean, it was just a total change. And
Yeah,
It was the Federal Reserve, wasn't it? I knew it.
yeah.
look, I'm trying to find that photo that I
But
came across.
But I think that's that's the point where that's where the clearest picture of known existence comes into effect, right? Like oh my gosh, this happened and look at this, and we gotta fucking send women back to the Stone Age. They gotta walk 10 meters in front of us, so they catch all the landmines in front of the men, blah blah blah. But what got them to that? Are you gonna eat them? Right. What was the equation that got them to that point? Doesn't mean it's wrong. Doesn't mean it's right. But what got them to that point? And that's the part that, if we look at right now, right? For the longest time, I'm like, man, this country's fucked. It's really fucked. The youth, they're fucked. Right? But the youth are very surprising, especially the male youth. Right? They are hardcore gravitating towards religion, gravitating towards being conservative. Right? What's propelling them into that? Well, you got these fucking bitches who are selling their fucking feet and assholes on OnlyFans and making millions of dollars, and they think that they're the prize. And the reality is they're not the prize. Right? They've been ran through by the football team. You're not the prize anymore. These men value themselves, right? We're the ones who built the world. And you're the one who just sells your ass. You don't do a damn thing with your life. You just sell your ass and you make millions of dollars off of these fat, lazy retards who just sit on their fucking couch and just give you all the money. And they can't go out and talk to women. They can't go do these things. So you get these 18-year-olds who are making millions of dollars, smashing fucking windshields and Lamborghinis. These young boys who are becoming men are more conservative in probably one or two generations than we ever have been as Americans. And that gives me a lot of hope for this country.
So, I mean, it really boils down to the parenting and what values they instill in those children. I mean, if you do look at if I look at my children, my oldest kid, he's successful now because he's joined the military and all that jazz. He took that route, but I mean, they they learned everything the hard way. They wait till the last minute, for a school project, things like that. Whereas in our generation, we were forced to become adults earlier than we were supposed to, and we were the latchkey kids. We took care of everything in the house. The kids these days, they can't even do it. They can't do that. You know, my kid got
Well,
evicted from his first apartment.
I think you're right. The parenting, because parental responsibility is just completely gone, and
Yeah.
part of that
Yeah,
has to do with uh, a lot of families, both the mother and the father work, so no one's there to
Hmm.
do anything to raise the children, and so you have a lot of children who are just either raised by themselves, or raised by who
society.
knows what, TikTok, society. I'd hate to
Yep.
see a kid
Yeah.
raised by TikTok. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, I work in
It
mental health.
happens.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
You see him. So I think that's really ultimately that's where the 7-layer dip comes in, right? Like you've got multiple complexities that where the family got destroyed. The nuclear family, was instituted, right? Instead of, the traditional family where the mom's going to stay at home, who's the caretaker of the children,
Yeah.
keeps the family and the nest egg together. And now you've
But you,
got but it was like a commercial thing, right? And I think this is somewhat widely known. I don't know how much is to believe, it's kind of conspiracy, but like where did the diamonds are forever kind of thing from Zales come out from after World War II, right? To popularize the value of diamonds. And then all of a sudden diamonds go from this like cutting tool to like, oh my God, $10,000 on a freaking chick's finger. And you have to have this, otherwise you can't truly have a marriage. That shows the value of your love and blah blah blah, right? That's kind of just a commercial psyop. But you have one income in a house before World War II who's going out and spending in the world and spending in stores, and they figured out like, well, there's another adult in there. We can probably get them to get out of the house too and create jobs and industries for them. So we have two incomes in the house and there's two people spending. And we have whole new industries that can evolve around that. So, like, did the HR exist? Did human relations exist until women were really truly pulled out of the house into the workforce? Oh, no, it didn't.
not much, if
No,
at
no, it
all.
didn't.
But you know about Yuri Bezmenov, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, he
Well,
gives
that's
the
where all that
roadmap.
started. Yep.
He gives the
Where all that
roadmap.
started.
Yep.
It was planned because
Yep.
when you're the fastest gun in the West, right?
Hmm.
You don't get to sit on your ass and do nothing.
Yep. Which
You
is
know,
what the
you,
United
you
States has been doing for quite a while,
yeah.
since the Cold War.
Well, not just that, but you're always being somebody's like, oh, so you think you're fast, huh? So they're after you. They're after that
Mm-hmm.
crown of the fastest. So the other countries see that, and you're the top dog, so they want to take you down. They want to undermine you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
all of them will do whatever they can, even though they shake your hand, they're friendly with you. They still hate your guts.
Yep.
You
Mm.
know.
If you're not the elite, you're the slave.
Mm. Put that on a bumper sticker.
Hey, you
Yeah.
might as well say that for the people in the back. If you're not what?
If you're not the elite, you're the slave.
Well, Executive Order 13603.
I have an elite right here. This is my elite.
Xbox, huh? It's got a keyboard thing on it.
It's the elite. It's got the triggers on the back.
That's pretty neat, man.
That's some serious shit.
Oh yeah.
That's look. I try to
I
You're
tell
haven't
only
some
even
of
played
them.
elite.
my
Don't look at
Xbox.
it.
I try to tell some of them young guys, man, at work when they question, just like I talked about earlier, is when they're like, "You don't want that overtime?" I said, "Dude, I'm too old to care about overtime,
Yes,
and
indeed.
you know, I'm over the toy stuff, and I also realize that I'm working for the man. So the more that I make, the more they take. So,
And the word they make, and so fuck them.
well, I make enough to maintain this household. and I can care about anything else. I don't need those fancy toys. I've had them,
I
you
do.
know, back in the day when I used to work damn near my life away. Uh, you know, I just got over it. You know, I just one day it just clicked to me, and I was like, just like I explained earlier, is that you know you can say what you want, but when I work, I'm working for someone else, and it's not to fill my pocket; it's to fill someone else's pocket.
Mhm.
And think about it. You're taxed on your paycheck. Well, when you go to pay gas, you're taxed. When you go to buy groceries, you're taxed.
I'm
When
taxed
you
on
go
my
to
toothpaste.
when you buy anything, you're taxed. Well, if I was taxed on my paycheck, should I not have to pay taxes when I go out?
Of course you do, because that's one of the two things that's guaranteed: taxes and debt.
Mm-hmm. And then remember the whenever what I forget the percentage
Give me liberty or give
when
me
they
tax.
threw all the crates of tea.
The T.
Remember, it was what
Yep,
a
The Tea
a
Party.
3%. I
Yeah.
can't
Two
remember
percent. It
exactly.
was two
that's a good
percent tax.
question.
So like 2% tax. When there was a
Mm.
2% increase, they threw all that tea into the water.
Yeah.
That was some
Now
good tea.
we're taxed almost 30, 40%, and we're just sitting here because we're molded to take it.
Mhm.
We're molded to take everything. And there's not enough of us that think the same to rise up and do anything about it.
I think there's a lot that think the same. They're just either too scared or too
Well,
Yeah.
it,
Or they go like,
uh,
So,
uh,
so I agree. I agree with the fear. I agree with the fear, and the reason why I say that is because I actually put this in the podcast. I want to say it was my third season, but I actually put that in the podcast of how we could shut the entire government down, cripple, not only cripple, destroy the government. Right? No weapons, no guns, no nothing. Just a simple. We ain't buying none of your shit. I'm going to the local farmer down the street to purchase with cash. I ain't buying none of y'all shit. Period. Point
mm,
blank. Period. Especially from the months of, let's say, early September. No, no, not even early September. Mid August through March of the next year. Don't buy any of the shit when it comes to the Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving, all that shit. Don't buy. What are they gonna do with all those damn turkeys? Think about that.
hmm
and two, like,
mm,
what about insurances? If you just say fuck health insurance, if everybody
Yeah.
was
What are you
given
gonna
a
do?
health insurance all at
What are you gonna
once,
do to me?
yeah, what'd they do?
Yep.
you know
Like
what's
health insurance
crazy?
is the biggest freaking scam
Oh, the
there is.
hugest. The hugest.
You
You're
remember
paying for a
how?
what if.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they could put all that money, and all the money everyone pays in healthcare could be used for free healthcare because it's billions
Wait,
and
wait,
billions
wait,
and
wait,
billions of
wait, wait,
dollars.
wait, wait, wait. Now we're talking like logical sense here.
Right.
Yeah,
Utopianistic logical sense here. Let's not get dangerous. Disease. let's
but
let's
instead
you know what?
it
Fuck
goes
it.
in some
Let's get
CEO's
dangerous.
pocket, and then that CEO has to meet up with Luigi one day. You know,
Oh,
mm.
there you go.
Yeah.
There
I
you
every
want
go.
CEO has to meet Luigi.
Mm.
I want y'all to look up something later. It doesn't have to be now, but after World War One, there was so many veterans that were promised a bonus after their service or for their service that they rised up.
Yep.
There was about 15 to 20,000. Don't quote me on the numbers, but they stormed Washington D.C.
Mm.
They stormed Washington D.C. and a lot of them got arrested, got injured, some got killed. But it's just like that. Once the government has enough power what can you do at that point?
Hey, so so I wanna throw a kink in this whole thing, right? Or not a kink, not a kink. I just want to stir the pot, right?
Oh,
So
I like kinky.
I so so the thing that blew me away um was the whole Black Lives Matter bullshit because there was nothing real, no fucking there was nothing behind that. I don't even want to get started on that. But I the thing that disgusts me is that the uprising behind that, the stupidity behind that, I would have appreciated that more had that been for fighting for veterans' rights versus that stupid shit that was, because that was the most cantankerous bullshit I've ever seen on a display of something
Knee
that they
jerk
were,
reaction.
yeah, to make it seem like it was noble. It was nowhere near noble. It
That
was
was a
That lady,
bullshit.
manipulation.
that lady who
Yep.
was over the BLM thing, she got her a $9 million mansion though.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
worth it. It
Yep.
was worth it.
Yep.
And then the money
And they
they spent.
cannot tell you not one fucking red penny that went to
Hmm.
whatever that Black Lives Matter movement was. But the thing that really was hilarious to me, I think, is that I grew up with people that they're type of people, they're so religious to where if you said anything against their religion, although they claim to be so holy, they would fight you about their religion. So that's how like ridiculously like confused they are. So it's crazy to me because I get what their thought process would have been with like the right engine behind it, but that was complete bullshit. It was a snatch and grab fucking move or whatever. But had they put that same energy to the people that raised that right hand, that swore to protect and defend this country against all enemies, both foreign and domestic, and did that shit, a lot of our brothers and sisters lost their fucking lives for that shit. But you can't give us the common decency to say thank you for your service and fucking mean it
Hmm.
Yeah.
and get out of here with that shit. That's
Well,
why I don't like
a
when
lot of
people
the
approach me
folks,
like that.
a lot of folks out there don't understand uh, how to, give or why they're giving the gratitude. They're just told to, you see a service member, thank them for their service.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree with you.
they don't know or see what we go through or what we've been through, what we've seen. You know,
I
so I
agree.
mean, we do. You could do a whole lifespan in that 20 years that you served, and when you do retire, I mean, what's left? What's left there to do? Well, while everybody's still out wanting to go party and stuff. I'm not trying to party. I already did all that.
Yep.
you
Yeah,
know.
you
Kiss
get
the
the shell
butt.
of a person that I once was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked with a Vietnam vet. I'm not a vet myself, but I worked with a Vietnam vet, and man, you could just tell the toll it took on him. And then when he talked about some of the stuff he'd been through, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's some crazy stuff. And then to just be thrown away, you know,
Yeah.
you come back home and they're throwing shit at you, and
Yeah. And it's crazy
because
because I
you lost the
But
war or whatever.
Vietnam and Korean War, those were, Captain Save a Ho type situations to me. You know, it was, hey, the U.S. can get involved because of blah blah blah. They should have never happened. Those things should have
No, it
never happened.
shouldn't
All
have.
them veterans.
all
But they still
agenda
went
based.
there. They went through hell while they were there. It's
Hmm.
horrible. He was telling me about some of the stuff they had to do with. The Viet Cong would send children with grenades strapped around
Yep.
them. And they had to make a choice, and that's not a choice. Anyone anyone who has not been there would ever even think of making. They don't know what they do in that situation, but they gladly throw those people away.
Yeah.
When they
I
come home,
believe
it's just disgusting.
I
Yeah.
believe the U.S. is one big test, and to back my thought up was COVID. So when COVID came out, the test was to see who was loyal to the government.
Mm.
And to prove that was, all right, if you didn't take the shot, Larry, they kicked you out of the military.
Hmm.
Are they are you lost your job?
Yep.
And The reason
How many
being,
people? How many actual people did that happen to?
A
Is there?
shit
Is there?
ton.
Is
yeah, a
it?
shit ton for the
Yeah,
military,
yeah, a shit
I know
ton.
there's a lot of cops who retired at that time too.
and
Yeah,
a lot of federal employees
yeah,
got
yeah,
released.
yep.
I was on my. I promise you, I was on my last year in, and I mean, I got the jizzle jazzle, and it didn't. It didn't turn me into sloth from Goonies
Well,
or whatever.
say
So
say if it say if it didn't do anything, right? Say if it
Mm.
was just a saline shot. The point, thinking as if I was the government,
it's a
I, w-
consensus.
I want to
I,
see who is going to back me
Yep,
or who's going to turn on me
yep,
or
yep.
who, you know what I'm saying? Because it, I don't care if you got the shot or you didn't. The fact is if I told you to get the shot and you complied, that I know that I have you.
Yep.
But if you refuse because they came up with it the last minute, so to speak, because you know they probably had that in the works. They've
Hmm.
been working on different shit. Remember when me and Clippo were in Germany? They had the Black Plague still
Yeah.
Mhm.
at
it's
our
it showed its
hospital.
face in the U.S. in the last
Hmm.
year.
But just say, we're just a bunch of test rats
Yeah.
Can I
Yep.
can
in
I
this.
say can I talk on the flip side of the coin on what you were talking about though?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I mean we toss around the government word a lot or whatever. So I mean if you want to look at the other side of the coin on that aspect of why maybe why the I would see the Navy would enforce that rule. You have a ton of sailors on a ship, and if somebody was to get sick, now you're quarantined, which you had that. You had ships that were quarantined out to sea that couldn't make it back to port,
True.
and they couldn't even have supplies brought out to them until a crew was flown out to that ship to decontaminize that ship. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, I mean, we can't always necessarily point out that, oh, it might be, I told you so. It could be more of a safety measure for certain, avenues of that aspect. So, I mean, I get what you're saying. Everything's a control thing. It's a control thing. Uh, and that definitely was used as you could see that as used as a control thing because they were given an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I looked at it on the Navy side of the house. You've got so many people contained. You can't risk that type of something happening on a ship. And they don't have the medical crew to serve everybody. That if a pandemic like that was supposed to plague a ship, that would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
You
And they were being
rely on
lied to by
everybody to
Pfizer
operate
anyway.
that. What's that?
Well, they were being lied to about it anyway, saying it's 100% effective, saying that, oh, you
Oh
can't
I
yeah.
mean,
transmit after you've been
we
injected and stuff
didn't
like
get we
that.
didn't
So
get that
you
news.
didn't
We
know.
didn't get that news whether it was
Yeah,
100% effective or not. It's like, hey, I
yeah,
mean,
you didn't know.
this is your order. You follow
Yep.
the order or
You
you
go
don't.
home. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 18 years for nothing.
I just,
I
I
I'm
just think it
I
was a
love
test.
science. I love science, and I love the whole fact that uh, vaccines are there for a purpose. Some may be redundant, and some may just be to fill somebody's pockets.
I
But
agree.
all in all, we as kids we took the chicken pox and the measles, mumps, rubella shots. Those to keep us alive, and they kept us alive. But and then when you saw how, uh, like say California, a child that's of the age of 13, they can make that decision whether they don't want the flu shot or not, and they can say that against their parents' decision. So I
Mhm.
mean, they've given so many liberties to this, and choice. Whereas, uh, you know, do you trust it to survive like we did, or or do you say it's just bad because everybody else society says it's bad?
Mm.
You know, I'm
No,
just looking on that kind of
I,
aspect
No,
of it.
that's a
I,
different take on it. Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
researched it
absolutely
quite a
agree.
bit.
Hmm.
I researched it quite a bit. And in fact, I even researched the predecessor, which was the rabies vaccine they were working on using the mRNA.
Yep.
And
Hmm.
when I researched that, it really pissed me off because, and I haven't heard anyone else really talk about this. I'm talking about RFK or any of those people talk about this. Whenever the mRNA vaccine was being tried in rabies, right? They had 142 test subjects, humans, right, that they tried it on. And there was only, I think, two that showed promise. And those two were not injected intramuscularly. They were injected subdermally. And the
Okay.
reason for that is because it's a spike protein. The spike protein is very dangerous to the body. And they knew that
Hmm.
because when they injected everyone else who was intramuscular, and this is with doses that are 6 to I think 12 times less than the COVID, than the smallest COVID shot. When they
Hmm.
injected intermuscular, they started getting problems with the myocarditis and other things. So they started doing the subdermal diffusion. That's the only time it showed promise because the spike protein was spread otherwise. So when you injected subdermally, the spike protein would pretty much stay there, and it was slow release, and your body could adjust to it and get used to it. And that's how it was supposed to be injected. But they disregarded all that data, all that research, and just said, "Screw it, we're just going to inject it," knowing
So,
what it did to people back then.
who,
That's the problem I
who,
had with it.
I don't recall ever receiving a rabies shot.
No, it's a
You only get it when you're bitten, and it's abdominal
You know, oh yeah, I got
injection.
you.
yeah. They
Like a
have a
snake
rabies
would get you,
vaccine. It's a newer rabies vaccine that we're working on in 2019 using
Mhm.
mRNA technology, the same technology as COVID. That's the one I'm
I
referring
mean,
to. Not
is rabies a rampant thing? I mean, is it
No.
popular? I'm not really connected too much with the world.
No, no.
there are
Uh,
people that still get it, but it's
Yeah.
pretty rare now.
Yes.
okay.
There is a
I had a
vaccine
raccoon
for
sneak
it
up on me the
already.
other
But
night. For real. I was sitting out on my
If
porch.
he's
It's
not
wild down
foaming
here in
at
They
the
are
Florida.
they
mouth,
are fucking terrifying.
Yeah, he ran up the tree. I
no.
told him, I said, "Hey, you better be quiet." The owls were out hooting. It is. I swear to God, it's wild down here in Florida. You just
Hey,
go out to
so
smoke a
so
cig, and you got Animal Planet going on.
yeah, but so what is the reasoning behind coming out now with the COVID pandemic? Because you do realize that this pandemic, COVID, was created by a female scientist in like 1963, I think it
It's
was.
on a can of Lysol,
Right,
man.
but I mean,
Yeah, it
but I mean,
literally they were using it to
you
treat the swine like pigs and shit. So,
well,
Hmm.
if you look back at what was that,
The common cold.
2015,
hmm
2015,
Mm.
when they tried to bring Ebola in, and
yep,
it got shut down,
Hmm.
yep,
and then they
well, they
they
did
they
bring that one dude.
succeeded. They
yeah,
succeeded with COVID.
yeah. They
Oh, you
scared the
said they
shit
brought
out of
it
me
with
with
one
that
guy.
one dude. I said, God damn.
I was like, are they nuts? Like, why do
Look,
that? What's in those
I was
dudes?
stationed out in Japan at the time, and I was seeing that. I was like, man, I'm glad I'm out here.
look, it's
It didn't make sense to me.
if looking on the outside in,
Mm,
we're like one big test subject.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
think about it,
yeah.
because why the hell are you playing with shit in a lab and then oh, it suddenly gets out? Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, who the
I got a
hell
question
they
for you
they came up with
when
that
you're done.
bullshit about the bat.
Oh yeah,
Remember the bat?
Yeah.
that was the
That was a
dumbest shit
That's how
ever.
rumor.
COVID
That was the
spread.
silliest rumor
That
ever.
was the
Come on,
dumbest shit
dude.
ever. That was
Man, I
Like,
was
crazy.
looking at. I was like Jim Carrey, Guano. I mean,
well,
come on.
Wait, so
guano,
which one?
I think
Yeah,
Give
everyone
me an
knows you
extra
only
scoop of
get
guano in my
Barbone from
soup.
bats.
but really though, if you think about it, it's almost like we're being tested by our own government.
yeah, we are. I mean, that's the truth.
For real. Like,
Yeah,
think about it.
They've released
it
stuff on the populace using mosquitoes before too.
and
Don't
that's the
forget.
whole.
Don't forget the one percenters because they're the ones that fund the
Hmm.
government.
Exactly.
So you
yeah.
can't forget about the rich
Rockefeller,
folks.
Well, Bill Gates
Rockefeller,
was the one funding it.
and
Rockefeller
all
started
the
that
other.
bullshit. He's the one that
Yeah.
said that all my chemical medicines are better than natural medicines. So there
I'm
you
Yeah.
go.
telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's just a money game at this place,
Yep.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
we're the test subjects,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Not,
and
not
if somebody was,
necessarily.
well, if somebody was to watch, say, this podcast, right,
Hmm.
it would be titled, "Oh, a conspiracy theory," from what we talk about. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
But
because we're talking about the truth and and hypothesis of what the United States is being, you know, taken advantage of. I don't know if that's a good word, but
Uh, Indoctrinated with
there
control.
you go. Control.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Uh,
being that you have a social security number, you're the next Jewish guy going to
hey,
the burners.
hey,
No.
right?
Damn. All right.
you took it back. You took that one far back.
That's good. I thought you were going to hint at earlier, but
Well,
I,
I'm just saying. You know what I'm
I hope
saying?
they make
It's
a
let's
just,
not talk
bar of
Hey,
soap
about
out of
them.
me.
So
hey,
leave
I
that
you
hope
got
they
that
alone.
make a
number
bar of soap
now.
out of me, and they get dirtier when they use
No.
hey.
it. Where'd this hair come from?
I,
It may not be on your skin, but you got that card.
Right? Yeah.
hey, you
Yeah.
guys remember that? You guys remember that commercial in the '80s when you had that scientist lady that came on and talked about how skin cancer was new because of
Oh yeah, yeah.
people's
Yeah.
diet, because of
Mm.
diet.
Hmm.
So I mean, if you
You're
look,
right.
all the products that are on the shelves or whatever, are what help keep these diseases going.
Yeah.
Natural, man.
Mm.
If you can grow your own
Well, I
produce.
mean, and that's the thing too is that, and you got to think about how difficult it is to actually get those seeds because, like, everything that they do now, well, not everything, but the majority of what they do now, they use Terminator seeds.
Mm.
Monsanto,
So, what's
Yeah,
that?
Monsanto
yeah.
seeds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
But I mean, people go on vacation all the time. What's to say you
Yeah.
can't just snag you something off of
It's
wherever?
not
You're
it's not
saying.
easy, but it is doable.
You can
I'm
still buy
sure you could
heirloom
dry it out,
crop.
and once it's dried, there's no microbial nothing going
Yeah.
on. I mean, you can always rejuvenate the seed.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, a
Are
lot
we?
of
Is this being recorded? We should be taking notes on this.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's live, dude.
Yeah.
It's
I,
Yeah.
recorded.
I
Yeah.
I
notice
got
a
a
lot of
copy.
people.
Yeah.
There's
Good. Yeah. We should take notes on this.
A lot of people talk
there's all
about
kinds of
food, but
things.
Mm-hmm.
your body is 70% water, and a lot of people
Hmm.
don't realize that when you drink stuff that has chemicals in it, it's probably a lot worse for you
Yeah.
than just the food, right? Because you
Mm.
absorb it
Mhm.
quicker. And a lot of people don't use the proper filtration and stuff because most of our groundwater is polluted as hell.
Mm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
I'm on a well. This house that I is from 1967.
oh
I'm on a
nice.
well, and I have it go through the water softener system thing, and then of
Reverse
course through
osmosis.
other. What's that?
You got a reverse osmosis system?
Yes, underneath my sink I do,
Nice.
Yeah, those are good. I
and
wouldn't mind one.
the water. I mean, because Jacksonville water, the city water, tastes like or even smells like hot garbage. So I mean,
Mm. Yeah, I
Wow.
love that.
And it's crazy because
Jacksonville was, I think it was called the Stinky City for quite some time. It was a smelly city. It
yeah,
does. There's still places that you pass by and like, God bless them.
when I got
Something
here in El
died.
Paso, they so when I got here in El Paso and I moved in, uh probably like 7 or 8 days later, I got a little package in the mail that said, "Hey, we need a sample of the water from your faucet in your bathroom, and send it
Mm,
into the El Paso Water Company, blah blah blah, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, what's that
mm.
about?" And they came back with like horrible levels of chlorine and fluoride and all this other crazy stuff or whatever. So prior to that, before the results came back, I was drinking the water from the tap. Horrible headaches, increased like terrible
Mm-hmm.
migraines and shit. So I was like, you know
You
what?
probably had lots of lead in your water.
Terrible, like fluoride, chlorine,
Mm.
lead, some other
Birth
crap.
control.
It was all types of crazy crap in there. And
Mm.
so I stopped drinking that and I started doing my own thing with my water filtration. Not one issue. So I was like, man, that shit, that's That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
A lot
I
of
just
times
wonder.
it's water, dude.
Yeah,
Water is
but
the most important thing.
yeah,
Water is
but
the most important thing.
but why specifically would it have been Flint to have that as an issue whenever that was a thing? Like
It
nobody
would have
talks
to
about it
do. It would
anymore.
have to really boil down to their infrastructure.
Yeah,
You know, you got to go from the roots up and
yeah.
find the source. You know, I
I
would
got
say.
I got another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1920s, 1930s, sunglasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I recently seen a video about this doctor talking about um,
How we absorb
Staring,
vitamin D through our eyes?
exactly,
Yes.
staring at the sun
yes,
has always
Mhm.
and
helped me.
I'll be
when
looking at the D now.
when you started when you started wearing glasses back in the day, the increase of cancer became
Uh-huh.
Yep.
more. Um,
Prevalent.
you,
Yep.
I mean,
Prominent.
yes,
So you're
and
saying the sun puts its D right in your eyes?
Yes, it does.
yep,
D.
Damn.
It actually puts the D in your eyes
yeah,
times 3.
which
All up in
Three
there.
D's in your eyes.
what the doctor says is that
Are
when
they
the
big D's?
sun's rays enter the eyes, it creates a hormone that
Yep.
prevents cancer,
Yep.
and that
Mhm.
whenever they became uh, in the 1920s and the 30s, they started selling sunglasses to people, beachgoers,
Hmm.
that they seen an increase in the 1940s on of cancer,
Yep.
and it
Like
was
glaucoma, or so
well,
you would say,
And
or
skin
like
cancer is.
A lot of
in like
topical
well,
cancers.
skin cancers
okay,
was
okay,
because of
Yeah.
Mm,
sunscreen.
Mhm.
mm,
That's a
right.
different. But like internal cancers was because of
mm.
the body not being able to make that whatever
Mhm.
it's supposed to make when the sun rays hit, like enter the eye.
Melatonin.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's probably
Well,
And
some type of inhibitor
it's
that you know.
it's like the human
Oh,
version of photosynthesis.
yes, yes, like plants, but for
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
But
And
cancer's been around forever, ever since DNA came about, right? I mean,
well,
it's.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I would say.
I'd
I would
have to
say
look
Would
up
so.
the
Is
evolution?
earliest
Mm.
documented cancer. Let's see.
Yeah,
well,
I would
that's a
say
great
I mean,
cancer
great
has been
question.
around ever since DNA has been around.
well, it's
Well,
anytime you get
that's a great question.
if you get near a source of high radiation, there's a chance you can get it. And the radiation, we couldn't measure it for many years, so there's that too.
Mhm.
People
Hmm.
could have been messing with elements that they didn't know were radioactive, and it could have
But
caused
now they
cancer.
treat it
So,
with it, huh?
yep, weird.
Yeah.
Come
Wow.
full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I
Wow.
mean, you have
Says
Wow.
countries
the
like Japan. You got countries like Japan that have used the CRISPR kits to
Oh,
program
yeah.
and destroy cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
what's crazy is the earliest known record of cancer comes from ancient Egypt, and it was breast tumors.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
I'm a
It was
huge
probably
science
implants.
guy and history and stuff, so I follow Neil deGrasse Tyson to the T. I mean, he has
Mm.
so much to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. If you want to talk conspiracies, look, follow him.
You
He's
know, it's
even
crazy. I
yeah,
don't think that guy sleeps.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, he might not.
He
I mean,
can't.
he was
There's
taught.
no way.
I heard him. I listened to him talk about this planet that they found that is identical to Earth and has everything
Hmm.
identical on
Yeah.
it.
I don't think he's
So I
real.
mean, what's
He's
that? You say you
AI.
don't think he's real? He's AI.
Yeah, he's AI.
And next
Hey.
month we'll
Neil,
make his
wait, you
we'll
said
make his fro a little bit more whiter to age him up a little bit.
you said his name was Neil Touchgrass Tyson.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. He's a very
Uh,
Neil
intelligent man.
Neil
his
Gas Grass Tyson.
D. You gotta put the D in there to degrass it.
DeGrasse Tyson. I wonder if he knows about the sun putting 3Ds in his eyes.
Oh man,
Ask him
oh
about that.
man, oh man.
Neil's
I bet he's got a
sun
bunch to
puts
talk
three
about the
3Ds in
sun.
your grass type.
Oh man, that's just hilarious. Oh
Hey
shit.
Neil, you
So
know
you're
the sun puts
Rob. You were
beauty in
talking
your
about
eye?
sunglasses, Rob. So what if you was what if you was to look at the sun with the 3D glasses on it? You'd wear it to IMAX theater. How would
Yeah,
that
Looks
affect
like
the?
it's right there.
I'm not sure, man, but I don't think you should be looking at the sun either way.
Directly?
No,
Shit,
no.
no.
I'll be honest
But
with you. I had LASIK surgery done in 2013, and ever since I had that, my eyes are extremely sensitive to light.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I look at the moon, but it's hard to
yeah,
see. She won't hold still.
hey,
Oh man,
What?
a,
you got to use them. You got to use them. Is it two half moons, or
There's a crack in it.
oh
a little.
man?
I'm going off topic here, but I was looking at Fox the other day, and they were talking about the missing scientists,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
nuclear scientists,
They're all
Mhm.
nuclear
right?
The
scientists.
There's
12 or whatever.
10.
Oh, I
So
thought it was 12.
two got killed
So far,
in
it's
their
10.
own home, and then there's 8 missing. And then when they were questioned, like the lady that answers the question for the White House,
Mhm.
she was questioned, you know, about what's going on with these scientists, and they were like, we're gonna have to look into that.
What?
So yeah, so
That sounds
well,
peculiar.
yeah, so I was like,
Oh my
thinking about,
God.
whenever you
Homer
listen to
Simpson's
that
gonna
and
be
read
next.
it,
That's crazy.
and you're like, what the hell? So you have 10 nuclear scientists, two end up dead in their home, months apart, and then 8 missing.
That's
So,
Hmm.
like
and then you,
at what point are they gonna keep just like
and
slapping us in the face?
well, the reason they brought it
But
up was because the Iran nuclear situation, right?
Mm.
And they're trying, like, the articles, you're never going to get the straight answer, and you're probably going to get bullshit, but you still have 8, including the military guy
Mhm.
that was packing like a M9, leaving it. They say he always wears like a 9 millimeter M9, leaving his house, and they picked it like he disappeared
Mhm.
from New Mexico,
All he
hmm.
had
and
was the
they're
M9 on
still
him.
Did
looking
ICE
for
get him?
him.
And
Well, they're still they're still looking for him. So nobody can answer where this guy went.
Mm.
On top of the other scientists.
did they
They're
go
So,
to
all in the
Iran?
Bermuda Triangle with all the planes from 9/11 too.
uh-huh.
Now, well, I
They
mean,
went
yeah.
the permanent vacation.
Sounds
And
like the most
Building 7.
logical.
Building 7's in there too.
You're
Mm.
probably right about
Who?
that permanent vacation.
Yeah, yeah.
In a
They
nice
must
way,
have been
you
working
know.
on something very, very top secret that they don't
Yeah,
want,
Well,
some atomized shit that they had
w-
or
put patents on.
so
neutron
there
radiation.
there were several scientists that had just, well, not several. There, I think 4 in particular that had just got a raise,
Yep.
and they just came off of projects that were building nuclear stuff, or like, I don't know exactly in depth what it was, but there was 4 specifically that they were talking about that just received a raise, and they came off of projects of building nuclear, like certain projects. They
Mhm.
didn't get them death,
Yep.
but they went missing, and 2 ended up dead in their home.
So
So
did you hear the part
When
about the fifth person that was filing the patent with them?
no,
So, and that was the thing, right? So they were working under the company of Texas Instrument and the Carlisle Group,
mm,
and the plane that they were on, were when this shit so sporadically or magically happened, was owned by Warren Buffett,
hmm,
the same person that owned the planes that were quote unquote responsible for September 11th.
hmm.
So we can go down that wormhole.
Oh, don't forget to
It'd be a
bring.
Buffett
You
hole.
gotta incorporate the Simpsons into there because they tell all the Simpsons episodes.
Hey, have you seen like
Homer
all
goes
the
missing.
AI bullshit about the moon travel? Like the re-entry into Earth?
Deep fakes. We'll say deep fakes, right?
Yeah, the deep fakes. So in 1969, when they landed the little capsule, it was all rusted and shit.
Mm.
So when they landed this time, it was like clean as shit. No re-entry burns.
And we got more. We got better materials now.
Well, I
They
mean,
probably-
we do have
they
better
probably-
materials.
They probably electrically charge the materials
Look.
like they do zinc coatings. You know,
Dude, I gotta find the video.
that'd be
Somebody-
funny if it showed up with barnacles on it.
I gotta find look,
It's
I
called
gotta find the video. It was like
Oh,
look,
that's hilarious.
if AI is good. AI is
Oh,
definitely
man.
good these
Oh,
days, but
yeah, it's
That's
very
crazy.
good.
but I can
See-
tell you, somebody had a video of them releasing the capsule from a C-130
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
and it parachuting down, and it was just like a satellite image.
That's crazy.
I was like,
I
damn.
mean, a lot can be orchestrated. You know.
Yeah.
I know
like I
these
was
days
saying,
it's definitely hard.
I
Mhm.
do stuff. I do quite a bit of stuff. I left my link in the little chat thing down here to the thing. But I can make some stuff real cool. If you ever need any art or anything like that for like backdrops or anything like that, I can do that stuff too. You know.
Hell yeah.
Easy day. It's pretty cool stuff. Deep fakes is what they used to call it, right?
Yeah.
Was that what 10 years ago or so?
They gotta change the name to Shallow Fakes. 'Cause they're so
Did you
common
guys?
now.
I know this is the first time on the thing. Did you guys ever talk about when artificial intelligence was incepted and what year? How far it goes back? Did you guys ever discuss
when they
that?
started, wasn't it in the 60s?
Yeah,
Like
it was
62
early.
In late 50s, yeah.
It was like
The
late
concept
50s.
and the concept the 50s.
Back when they
60s.
were designing the internet.
Well, no, they were trying to develop a model to, reduce human interaction, I guess, or
Workforce.
something, a device to solve problems. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that.
And of
in
course,
War Games.
Hence the movie Humanity Bureau.
that movie was amazing. It's classic.
Tic Tac Toe solves all, buddy. You can't beat it. No one
Yeah,
can beat it.
it was a couple years ago when I first started generating the artificial art or whatever.
Okay.
I actually put a Buc-ee's on Mars with it had the semis out there, the gas station, everything. I put a Buc-ee's on Mars. I put a Walmart, Dollar General, a whole community up there on Mars.
Hey, so Larry,
Yes, sir.
so the nonprofit model that I was talking about earlier. So I have the entire concept drawn out in like my notes. So we need to talk business, brother, because I would love for you to help me with that.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I'm not in anything for profit, so I'm there to help and support.
Yeah, same
Once
here.
I'm
Yeah.
finished, I don't graduate till next year sometime.
Mhm.
But I kind of did this, because I mean, this is only really, I can't really do manual labor and stuff. So, so yeah, sitting at, you can do this job anywhere and, and protect or whatever and keep companies safe or whatever, things like that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
But yeah, whatever project you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Whatever project
I
you-
have because I think it makes sense of what like I had written out or whatever. But yeah, so Clip, I'm not sure if he shared my number with everybody yet, but yeah, so I'll definitely be
Just for Rob.
available. Okay, hey,
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
hey,
Rob's the
brother,
only
you
one
can
I got.
share it to
Yeah.
everybody.
What's up?
I was talking about
I'll
sharing my
share my
number.
contact too with you guys if you want.
Yeah, yeah,
If
absolutely.
you ever want anything, need anything, or just the BS. Earlier
That's
in
the
the
best part.
conversation, like I said, you at the beginning of this, James caught me off guard with this. It's like, hey, I'm gonna join you guys, and I'm like, I just medicated. I don't know when this is gonna take effect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, my body does process it really, really quickly. Whereas some people are like, oh, it takes an hour or two for it to. No, it's like 20, 30 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, uh, yeah, I felt really alienated, and I felt bad because you know at the beginning I was like lost
Don't
in
sweat it.
another dimension, not
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah,
lost here. I
yeah,
was lost somewhere else.
yeah. Lost in that butter.
Man,
So
it's beautiful.
here's a
Yeah.
video of
What do we got here? Truth fake,
so
truth fake.
they were trying to say that whenever they were taking the video when they were in space, and remember that little, I don't know what it was. It was floating around in front of them, and
Oh yeah, the
lo-
little plush toy.
yeah, they lost
Yeah,
it, and
yeah,
then like the little green, it
yeah.
was a little green spot that showed up in it,
Mm.
and this is just one like from France.
Internet users falsely claimed to have proof that the astronauts were using a green screen. This photo was particularly shared online, showing the astronauts with a green screen behind them. And this video in particular was viral. Now, this is a snippet of the astronauts'
See the
live
green?
interview with CNN. And we can see the
Yep.
Arctic mascot Rise floating in the capsule as a sign of zero gravity. It's filmed from a mobile phone off a TV screen. But internet users claimed that this video showed glitches and that there was white lettering peeking through a transparent plush toy, saying that this proved
It says
that
"pow."
fake. So now this is false, because if we take a look
Pow,
at
So
gotcha.
is
the
it
original
this side
CNN live stream
toward
where
enemy?
this was broadcasted, there is no white characters or white text
I mean,
beaming
if we
through.
have fire
Now, it's
simulators,
possible that
flooding
this has been
simulators
edited,
for
but
the
most likely
military
this
that we have to go through, I'm pretty sure that they have simulators set up that they can make it
Oh
look.
hell yes! And then not only that is that that's what we're saying is that the best technology we have is the iPhone 17 Pro Max to take out into fucking space. Like, are we serious?
Hey, they
online,
did
much
they did it for the
where you
camera.
have
The camera is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah. For a 10-something-year-old Nikon. Granted, it has
Right?
high dynamic range, or ISO. So this is the best one there is for nighttime
I
photography.
got one for you. Is the cell phone you use, right?
Mm-hmm.
You travel through your own town, and you lose cell
Yep.
service.
I
But
lose
then we
reception
can
in my front
travel
yard.
in damn space and lose signal.
Yeah.
And
They
we
went
got
out in space and
satellites
lost
out
signal.
there.
I mean,
There's only
how fast are they
15,000
going through
satellites.
each layer before they reach?
I just don't see no
Well, they
human
say
doing
they say over
15,000.
200,000 miles an hour. That's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Dude, we get 10 miles off the coast on a ship and you have no signal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they do
mean-
that speed, and the cop doesn't even pull them over. Yeah, I call bull.
That was a good one.
Ridiculous.
That was a good one.
The damn moon police got us.
All right, fellas.
Police. Oh man, that was a good story back then. Anyway, the moon comes out when the freaks come out. So we're about to close this Jimmy Jam down, or
Yeah, we're
what?
about to close her down.
Okay.
We're coming up on almost 4 hours.
Dude, that's
I
awesome, man.
appreciate you guys
Long
having
one,
me.
yeah.
I can
Larry,
only
you're
conspiratorize.
more than welcome to
for 3
come back
hours and
anytime
30
we have an
minutes.
open season. So
I thoroughly enjoyed myself, gentlemen. This has been a breath of fresh air today. So
hell
very
yeah,
much.
Okay.
Marcus, you're welcome back as well.
That's very I
So
appreciate it, brother.
Clip is sinking further and further away from us, so we
yeah, I
might.
know he's just sinking down in the chair, dude.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm not even moving, but I'm moving.
All
At
right.
least the camera's moving
those
away from
those
me.
are
Melting into a
those
puddle.
those are those times
Yeah.
when you've been up so long and you feel like your soul is leaving your body and
Yeah.
you feel like the room is tilting on you.
You
Yeah.
should AI a
So
soul leaving him right now. That'd be funny.
before you
Yeah.
Oh, I
exit,
did. I made one. I made one. I wish I could share it with you guys. I made one. I was standing in my bathroom and I have this framed ghost picture in there. It's a ghost sitting in a bathtub, and
Oh wow.
so I basically I just took a selfie of myself, a picture of myself, and then I went on to the Grok app, and I pretty much told it that I wanted the ghost to come out of the picture, steal his soul, and it did it, and it did it. It did it really well. And I put a
Man.
little bit of dialogue too with it, and make him talk, make him say something.
I was about to say because that's not morbid or dark at all. So
Yeah.
hey,
that sounds
before
pretty dope though.
before
Oh,
y'all exit, when I close it, just hang out until I stopped recording. All
Right.
Okay.
right,
Yep.
so
all right.
all right, that's a wrap. This round of open season, just real talk, no script, the way we like it. Appreciate everybody hanging with us, being a part of the conversation. Our next show will be right here, Sunday, May 3rd, 6 p.m., with the band Love and a 38. If you enjoyed it, follow and show your support, share it, spread the word. From all of us at BSing with YUY, keep it real, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Right. Good night.